Right. Well, what is this?
Oh, hold on.
Did he not get a shower by somebody? From somebody?
A what?
He got a shower, man.
Right.
Hello and welcome to the Mad Way It Podcast. My name is Jason. I'm joined today by my fellow co-hosts Jack,
Hello, boys.
Laird,
Hello there.
and Andrew.
Hello, everyone.
And this is the first episode and the first can
Good
being
noise.
cracked open.
I know, I was trying to do that.
We just tried to do it subtly there, but it just kind of seeped in a wee bit there.
We
bit-
crack
oh.
right up to the mic.
Yeah, that Scott Bear's quite
Ah,
sweet.
exactly.
That's the best noise.
The mix.
ASMR.
Oh,
At its finest.
we were watching this ASMR channel today, and it's probably the most satisfying channel I've ever seen in my life. The guy was Asian, whose name's like something.
Zach.
Is it Zach Chow?
Aye.
Chow?
We seen him
How has this
before.
went off the rails already?
Well, wait.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wait. No, wait. This. No, right. Aye, no, we have watched this guy before.
Yeah.
Because I think when.
He's the spicy noodles and stuff.
Aye.
Try to all eat spicy
No,
noodles.
No,
It's
but
like
see,
ASMR.
but he's
Not
actually
like
like,
mukbang.
see, like,
Yeah.
what's kind of like mukbang, but he's like upgraded his equipment.
Setup and
Aye,
stuff. I
he's
know, I
proper
know.
like I was saying to, because Ross was on showing me, and I was like, it actually looks like a pure commercial setup,
Yeah. it
like
looks
you know,
awesome.
like adverts and that. But he showed me this video. He was making you know, the American like hot Cheeto things. He
Aye.
was making like
They make
them.
the burgers.
No, it was the corn dogs,
Oh, right. I've not seen
and it was
those.
pure
With
like
the cheese in it.
yeah.
Okay, I've seen
Mate,
that.
I was watching that and I was like, Jesus.
No.
I didn't know a corn dog had a sausage in it or hot dog.
Yeah.
Never
it's
had
like-
a corn dog.
I thought it was
It's kind of like, I don't know, it's just like a sausage wrapped with like
Aye,
batter.
but what he did was it was a corn dog and it had cheese in it. I don't know if it's got cheese in it already or not, but and then he had it obviously hanged it as a normal corn dog, and then I know it's a corn dog, I don't know, and then he put the mad Cheeto like stuff all over it, and
Oh.
he put it like it does appear mad ASMR, he's put crunching it and that, but it's very satisfying. He's got a sharp knife cutting everything. Oh, it was good though.
Sorry.
I know.
You set me off with
What?
the corn dog.
I-
Mr. Connolly.
Oh, the corn dog. I forgot about that.
Corn
Three
dog.
things. It was Connolly, condom, and corn dog.
Yeah, basically.
Golden.
Anyway,
Anyway, introductions.
introductions.
Because it's the first podcast. You may recognise us. We previously had a podcast.
No, you don't.
No, not anymore.
Legally, we
Yeah.
didn't.
Oh,
Legally, we didn't.
We shall not. The name shall not be mentioned for.
The name
legal
of- the name of what?
reasons.
I know, man. It's
The
heavy
name of
blacklist.
the cast pod
I don't know what you're talking about. Didn't happen.
didn't happen.
Deny all knowledge.
Didn't
What is a
happen.
podcast?
Plead
you know
the
what I mean?
fifth.
Don't know. No.
Plead the fifth. I know my rights. I don't have to talk about my last podcast.
Your last one? Ooh.
Oh, our last. You
Well,
know what I mean? Like, I just mean if the police officer had me in custody,
That's-
that's what I'd be saying. I'd be saying, I know my rights. Don't have to talk about the last podcast.
Imagine YouTube had a mad like Gestapo man.
What was if right now we think everything's fine? We'll just get fucked.
Imagine like
Susan boots the door down.
Susan was
there's a
Woj-
van.
Wojcinski or whatever.
There's
yeah.
a van outside,
Wozniak.
man. Heavy looking in on us like that.
a black van just stays outside.
Their home, mate.
Better Call Saul. Oh no,
I've not watched that yet actually.
I need to finish it. It's the new episodes are coming out in what's the date?
April,
you said. I think it was like the 16th of April, and it's the 8th of April now. So
How long is that again?
that's like 8 days, isn't it? If I can math.
No, I mean
correctly,
how long
I
is
can do
like
maths.
the whole thing, like the Better Call Saul?
One day off. I think.
No.
Oh,
How long? Like how many
Oh, no.
seasons has it got so far?
Oh, like
Aye, wait, so that's just as long as that.
Yeah,
actually.
it's
yeah,
Breaking Bad,
that's
yeah.
fine.
Breaking
He
Bad.
looks like a fucking wrinkled ballsack now, but like, I think what's his name
Not
again?
like-
If you look up,
What, Saul Goodman or
Aye, no, like the
the actor?
aye.
He was in something else recently.
Oh, he was.
Yeah,
in
he had like a
that.
feature film,
Oh.
didn't he?
What was the movie we saw? It. Nobody.
Oh,
Aye,
Aye.
that one. Yeah. We saw nobody.
I'll try.
What
Wait,
is his
nobody.
name?
What's nobody
It's
again?
like John Wick, but him.
But
Aye.
yeah, but it's him.
Oh,
it's him
aye.
being John Wick in the film's called
Aye,
something
and
else.
it's him versus the Russians, isn't it?
Aye, That's pretty good,
Oh,
on the actually. bus
I
when
didn't
he's
enjoy
pure
I
fucking
don't know when he
beating up
walks
the
in with like
Russians.
a claymore and he just sits in view. It's mad, that mad Sigma music starts playing.
I don't even remember.
on Instagram. Well, no, it doesn't actually, but I
Oh,
can imagine
right,
it playing
like
going.
an actual meme. being
Aye,
made out of
them
it.
shitey memes you see with Peaky Blinders and that on it. Just like dun dun dun
It's like
dun.
my male green
Aye,
set.
aye. That part, man. That's
God.
pure.
The fucking like posts with the Joker in the back of them and
Aye,
just a
aye.
quote over the top.
Aye, or like aye, it'll be like it's either Peaky Blinders, Batman, like what else, or it'll be like Mike Tyson or something. It'll be somebody like heavy. You know what I mean? Like
There's a
Muhammad,
few Breaking Bad ones as well.
aye, that as well, and Muhammad Ali.
It's just
and
like
all
something
that.
completely
Yeah, it's Breaking
unrelated
Bad.
though. It's just like, oh, they all laugh at you until they find out you're an alpha, and it's just like a
Oh,
picture
right.
of like
It's just
fucking
shite.
some guy on a
Just
bench or
shite.
something like
fair,
that.
like-
And it's like what?
You used to see that on some people's Facebooks. It'd be pure heavy, like it, like some mental people would have it on their story, like on their stuff, and it'd be like saying like, only God can judge me, or like it'll be like my brotherhood over family and blood and that is heavy.
Oh, wait,
like
aye,
all that.
aye,
Fact,
aye.
you probably know what I'm talking about when I'm saying that.
Only
but-
God can judge me. They've been to church like once.
I know, I know. And it's like, oh, society is this and that. It's heavy mad society quotes on it. So I'm on.
Aye. It's the people with tattoos that like are seemingly meaningful but aren't. That's
Oh,
what
man.
gets me.
Don't even
Oh
get,
yeah, I like fake.
don't even get me started on
that have no
tattoos, man.
meaning.
See people have like basic tattoos, mate. Oh my days.
Yeah.
Like, when I see that wee rose or a clock there.
It's always
so
the
what does
big
it mean?
rose on the
I don't
arm.
know.
No,
Big
like,
rose that says "Maw" on it.
it's
Maw.
just
At
so
least that means
Maw.
something. That's
Yeah, yeah.
that's usually because the Maw's died
No,
and
like,
you get the
remember
Maw on
Kevin
the
Bridges
arm,
made a
but
joke where the Maw was like Aldi and Tesco on each arm. But like, I'd rather have somebody have that than fucking a tiger. Like,
Yeah, it's funny at least.
aye, like this is funny and it's like it's not a clock with some roses and it says.
Why does everyone get a tiger on their chest as well? Is it not? Is it not always
No,
like a-
Tigers,
no, chest-
compasses are always one. There's always fucking compasses
No,
on them.
people always get tigers on like arms, like thighs and all that,
Aye.
right? Normally the arms are like up in the kind of like
the
Lion-
fucking
lions as
spiky,
well.
like-
You always
Yeah,
get
no.
you always get fucking lions.
lions. Aye, lions and
Aye.
like tigers and that. But like people get like chest pieces, but that's quite rare. People don't. It costs a lot of money to get like that full bit
Aye, the
done.
Yeah,
and
fucking
like,
arse piece.
aye.
What is it?
Aye, aye.
Your arse
Burnston
tattooed.
jokes. I
Your
know.
whole body
arse
tattooed.
But
Your
no,
eyeballs tattooed.
no, but
No, you
it's-
actually
aye.
can't.
See if I get a tattoo, but
Insert here a wee arrow pointing down.
avoiding roses at all
Arse piece.
costs, man. Roses and all that stuff's getting avoided at all costs.
I'm avoiding tattoos that have no meaning. Getting a tattoo, well, unless it's like, I suppose like if you get like a tattoo and it's like a piece of art that you like, then it like makes sense. But
Aye.
if you just get a tattoo that's just shite and it's like someone asks you, what does that mean? Like, why did you get it? I don't know. I don't
But
know.
also like, what if the
Aye.
artist is pish?
I was steaming.
Because a tattoo artist often, see if you were to say like, here's a painting I like, right?
Aye.
And there's a piece of art or something. You say right, do that on me, and they go, well, I want to express myself, so I'm not just gonna fucking copy paste that onto your arm.
See if
And so even when they do, they're just a bit like, I couldn't give a
Aye, I
shit.
think
if
like,
they
Make
say
sure
that, that's already
beforehand,
dodgy.
Make sure
I think
it
we-
looks
No,
identical.
I think they try and make it their own, like they add their own bit
but
into it.
yeah, it's like when you see, have you ever seen Tattoo Fixers?
I've
on,
seen
like, Channel
I think,
4.
Yeah,
Well, no, I watched the American one. Like,
It'd have to be different, Jack. Fuck's
I always
sake.
see
No,
it on like
no,
Snapchat. when you-
no, but it's called like it's literally the best of the best, like fighting against each other, like in competition. It's called Ink Masters. That's what it's called. I
rings
watched the
a bell,
I
yeah.
watched the Smith one as well. The man.
Yeah,
But it's like Tattoo Fixers where they go in and it's like, I don't know, some guys went to Magaluf on
Oh,
holiday
yeah.
when he was 18 and he's got a fucking tattoo on his thigh that says Bobag and a wee picture of a scrotum on it. And he's like, I need to, I'm trying to get a job as a lifeguard, but I can't because of this. So
Aye.
he goes to Tattoo Fixers, and the way it works, he doesn't go like, oh, give us this. He just says, this is what I've got, and they all pitch him an idea. They say, they pure
Aye.
draw something up, like because
Aye.
it's like an art or whatever.
I remember
Yeah.
seeing. I've watched that. I think I've watched that show as well because I remember ones that's
It's
like.
quite good to be.
I remember there's one also where it's kind of like reality TV show where like it'll be like exes and that like get tattoos for each other, but don't tell them what it is.
Oh, I know
yeah,
that
yeah.
is
How
brutal.
is that, mate? And it sometimes like so bad. It's like it'll be like describing a
It's
relationship
not
like
just tattoo of us or something. It's called, or no, is it?
somebody done like names and that, and there's one where like they drew themselves on the person, and it was
Yeah.
like a ball and chain and that.
It's
blue.
Is it that colour,
I
man?
fucking told you.
It looks like fucking
Right,
laundry detergent,
Right,
man.
right.
that
That was
looks a bit dodgy.
that was
honestly.
not blue. And
I'm gonna fucking clean my insides out with
I
this.
seen that.
That literally looks
Wait.
like Listerine. Like,
Zortol.
probably
sake.
doesn't taste.
Nah, it
much
looks like
different.
something you'd put in your washing machine,
I feel like that's better to mix with.
or like bleach.
It
or
also-
something,
I
you know
also-
what I mean?
it
Like,
also-
I feel like this is like duck for your toilet,
Very, very
Washing
strong.
detergent.
and he's actually just
Right.
pulled it out from under the sink.
It looks like hand sanitizer.
Mate,
Right?
Don't even trust it. I did. I fucking poured that out. and
What are
poured-
you saying it,
poured
Jason?
it
What are you
in.
He-
smelling
he-
it?
I'm smelling it because I don't
No,
know.
but what are you saying it though? What are you saying?
What am I saying to it? I'm not saying anything. I'm
Oh,
just gonna
a
drink
story.
it.
I drink it and tell me what after, you know. Give us the information.
You,
you want
you want an official review?
Aye, we went like a taste review and everything.
Does the label not peel off?
Yeah,
Aye, well, we had to break it.
It was a struggle. To be fair.
Oh,
Apparently.
go on.
it does.
Oh, he's done a wee sip on that.
No, I'm not sure on it because I need to get the taste. Swirl it around my mouth.
You've got chewing gum in your mouth, but
I was about to say that's what
That is
barking.
fucking peeing.
Is there any taste
Well, I
left
don't,
in the
I don't
chewing
want
gum?
to pull a bit of chewing gum out and like just plonk it on the table.
I mean,
It's not my table. See if it
Under
was
the
my
table,
table.
that's fine.
Put it in the bin.
Stick it.
Leo
Fucking
take
my
it.
table, you just
Give it,
stick
give
it
it,
under it
give it,
anyway.
Leo. He'll take it.
Violet Beauregard, just pure stick it behind my ear or something. I've been
Oh,
chewing this for 60
oh.
years, sort of.
Mate, I thought it's
Fucking
rotten,
brilliant.
man. Chewing gum is a bit rotten, isn't it? I don't mind it sometimes.
chewing gum.
Like, see if I'm getting like shit
See, the
breath
thing
and
is,
that.
before I came here, I had my tea. So I was like, I've got pure like chicken fried rice breath.
Oh,
Oh,
So-
the
Leo
saviour.
has-
Oh, it's alright. I've stuck it in my can. but I'll probably keep chewing it.
Like can
Cut
done.
on the can, mate. Oh.
I've not put it in the can. I've put it on the
Yeah.
You
can.
might as well
Fair
shove it up
enough.
your arse. That's
Anyway.
fucking rotten.
Well, is that not what they say though? See, when you like chew chewing gum
Stays in your...
and you swallow it, apparently it stays in your digestive system for like 7 years.
Well, if it gets stuck...
7 years.
No, it,
No
can't,
way.
it cannot be.
It's a
7
myth,
years.
obviously, man. But
Well, yeah,
maybe.
I think it could get.
I think I've swallowed like
You'd need to go to
7
hospital.
bits of my life probably.
that's
Although
kind of... Well,
decent
actually,
amount.
I remember... I think I used to do
Well,
it
maybe not
sometimes, but I didn't, like, in school, but in primary school.
I think mine's were accidents though. Like I wouldn't just sit and swallow it.
Doesn't it tell you on the... Say on the packet, do not swallow?
See, this is alright, but like flavored vodka generally
It still tastes a
still
buzz,
tastes like
probably.
vodka, so it
Aye.
still tastes pish. You don't enjoy vodka
Mate,
for the taste.
We had this berry
Russians
vodka.
probably do.
See, it was like berry vodka. That was actually the name of it.
Oh,
And
wait,
it
the
is...
raspberry one.
Yeah, you remember that one?
Fuck.
It was rotten, mate. So disgusting. I'd rather just have normal vodka.
That went from house to house, your house, and then it was at mine,
My exes, I think.
and it stayed at mine
for ages.
for fucking like 3.
That was around a lot.
Was
man.
that this absolute?
No. It was like it's like just. I think it was literally called like
Yeah.
raspberry and berry,
Aye,
like
but
mixed berries or
It was.
something.
It was absolute branded though, was it not? Like it was absolute raspberry.
It might have been.
Drink
I
all
can't
that
actually
shit.
remember the bottle really.
It wasn't absolute.
I remember. I remember you.
Nah,
I'm
it
pretty
was
sure
like-
you tan. Or did you
hard
tan
enough.
it and you? Well, I don't think you speared, but I think you.
I didn't tan it.
Who
I took
tanned
like
it?
2 shots of it.
Oh
And
no!
it was shite.
It was in my kitchen, and I think that's when it was when Ryan and Stephen were at and all were over, and they were drinking that
Okay.
vodka, and that was disgusting. You alright, Jason?
No, I'm just
It
laughing at
must
Leo.
feel bad.
Leo's in the back here.
Right, he's the mechanic.
We haven't introduced ourselves properly. We're like, I don't know, 20 minutes in.
It's alright. What do you want to say?
Was,
Who are we as a group? What do we do here? What's
of lads.
what's the objective of this podcast?
Get mad with it, mate, I'm gonna say.
To convert everyone to join our cult. That's what we're gonna do.
What of alcoholism?
Yeah.
Of alcoholism, and then
right.
eventually of
Mate, you just had me playing with this finger right now. What are you doing, mate?
it's fucking dried up now because you made me take it out.
Mate,
You
it
called me a
looks so
pedo
bad,
for
mate.
chewing gum.
It's fucking.
No. Drinking
Ew.
vodka with chewing gum in your mouth.
Mate,
That is pure
You looks
material.
like you know what do you remember in primary school you had to be sculpture, I think, like be clay.
Aye,
things?
like
looks
you
like
got a
that.
bin, yeah.
Mate, get
Oh
it.
my God,
that was
mate.
close. That was
Mate,
close.
you have to get this near me now. Heavy
I
skirt.
almost dropped it down your t-shirt. There. I was putting it under the finger.
Actually, that's
Your
a fear, by the way.
finger
Having
centimetres
see
away.
chewing gum in your hair, mate, all over.
Time for a baldy,
I
man.
did that
Oh,
before in actual CAD. I was like, I must have been like 4 or something. I was chewing gum and I put it in my hair and then I cut it off with scissors and I was
Oh,
like,
no.
you can't notice that. I went downstairs. My dad's like, why is there a big chunk out your hair?
Aye.
Well, I suppose it was noticeable then.
It's like,
that's
have you ever seen that
unfortunate.
one? I think there was like one on Twitter, and it was like somebody put a screenshot of a text they sent to their mum, and it was like, oh, how do you get cum out your hair? And then
Who sends that to
and
their mum,
then
man?
fucking, it was a typo.
Oh,
It was trying to say
right,
gum.
gum.
oh
And
my.
did she respond?
But see, the thing is, before she didn't realize it was a typo at the time, so the mum then responded and just said like, "Oh, I just wash it out with shampoo; it should be fine."
Mate, I would actually fucking never see my mum again.
And it's just like, "Come, mum, no, gum, mum, gum."
Oh my
is
days.
fucking
No, that is
terrible.
horrible, man.
What's your next conversation with your mum though when you go downstairs? Like, you
So
don't-
there's so many
there's
things
just
like
no way,
that though.
there's just-
Have you ever had any embarrassing
It's
moments with your
terrible.
parents? Or no?
Nah.
Nothing,
No, I
nothing
don't
like
think so.
like that. I've had obviously embarrassing moments,
Well,
but nothing,
wait,
nothing
you've
like.
had one recently, have you not?
What?
You know.
Right.
Well, what is this?
Oh, hold on,
Did he-
hold on.
Did he not get a shower by somebody? From somebody?
A what?
You got a shower, mind?
Shower.
Right.
Right.
No, that sounds even worse.
Yeah, no,
That's getting cut
oh,
out.
no, it's not getting cut
No, it's
out.
getting cut out. No, you say a shower by someone, mate. Nobody gave me a shower.
Well, I swear the way you worded it is you got changed in that and showered.
No, I got led to the shower.
Right.
I didn't get
Oh,
showered.
right.
Oh,
All right, right.
Oh,
mistake.
no,
I've
no,
just
right,
clocked to
I'm
what
putting-
he's
you
talking
scared
about.
me.
I
That
was like,
makes
what the
sense,
fuck
right,
are you
okay.
talking about?
What the fuck? Right, how do you go from what we're talking about to that? Because now it sounds like he showers with his dad.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's what it sounds like. I've
That's
only
why
just
I'm saying
realised
that's
what you were
getting
talking
cut.
about.
No, I thought it was his mum, man. I don't know.
His mum put him in a shower.
Aye,
They
but
call
he
it
was
like
steaming.
what's going on there.
I asked
She didn't fucking like decake him and
like,
got
no.
that.
Aye, you was like
Skins doing
No,
some.
but you said you didn't remember any of it, so I
No,
thought.
no, I
right.
didn't. No, I remember it.
You didn't fucking
But I
roof him.
didn't
He
like-
was just steaming.
Aye, I was steaming.
No, but he
like-
said it was blackouts. I was like, right. So how did you get
When
your
I say
clothes
it's
off?
blackout- No.
Listen, son, listen, you're a wee bit drunk. Have this water that's definitely not got Hypnol in it. Fucking, I can't remember it for last night, man.
Oh, right.
Oh no.
Aye.
No, that was a blackout night. It was the night when I was in the
It's
trail.
Sambuca night.
Yeah, it was the WAP night, no?
Wait, what's it?
No, it was
Oh,
it was
it
it
was
was
the whole
the
bottle of
night
Sambuca.
before.
Oh, yeah, I
I
forgot about that night, actually. We went to Word Up, man. Jeez, oh.
I don't know how you do that.
Oh, mate, aye, because
I ended up back at your
aye,
girlfriend's.
yeah, aye, and then we're pushing Jade up the hill in the trolley.
We're pushing Jade up the hill of the trolley. The
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Polish.
Aye,
pulled
Polish,
up next to us.
aye, Polish. Like, what are you doing? Just taking her
Yeah,
up the hill,
sure.
mate.
They didn't even say what he's doing. They just like pulled up, rolled the window down, looked at us, and we were like, "Oh, we're just getting her home, mate.
No,
She just
I-
lives round
I
there."
thought-
And then they just fucking drove off.
I
He
thought
didn't even say anything.
I thought he said, what he's up to. I think that's what he said, didn't it?
I don't think
I
he
can't
said.
remember.
I don't
I
think he
don't
said
fucking
anything. I think we just thought he was going to say something, and we were here already spouting so much shit to try
Oh.
and not get arrested.
I
Like you've
know.
been arrested on 3 counts of pushing a trolley up a hill,
Mate, you see that trolley?
F of a
That
trolley.
trolley went all over the
human
place.
trafficking because there was
Aye.
somebody in the
Actually, we
trolley.
seen another trolley and we thought it was the exact same one, like me and Jade when we were walking up. And apparently it wasn't.
It was.
There's so many trolleys, mate. Maybe they
I
should.
feel like trolleys just get nicked every day though.
The one that was at Ewan's house
Oh,
was actually
that's the
beside
one, that was,
our house.
I mean, like, mate,
I
like,
don't know how that got there.
imagine you had like an electric trolley and you could just ride it about and you use it as you're shopping as well.
Suppose you could put a
Yeah, but
engine
no,
in
but
it and
There you go, mate.
You'd,
Elon,
you'd
Elon
have to
Musk,
wear
mate.
like, you'd have to wear like
Wouldn't it?
rollerblades.
Rollerblades.
Yeah, because if you're in the trolley, then you can't put your shopping in the trolley.
Oh,
So you'd have to put rollerblades on and get the trolley to go.
you just motorise the
speaking
trolley.
about something similar to that, right?
Yeah,
were,
no,
Run
but-
with it like fucking, I don't know.
No, yeah, but you still need to have like if it's
Roller
an
skates
electric
and
trolley,
that,
you'd just be
okay,
getting
right,
dragged
right.
across by it.
no. Do you remember the wee
Fair
things
enough.
that had the wheels on the shoes?
Heelys.
Heelys, right?
aye.
I had Heelys, but you wore them like twice.
I
and-
get in a pure rant with
Hold
one of
on.
the guys in the car. I was like, why isn't that like a thing that people just have, like, you know what I mean, rolling about? Why can't like all the pavements and roads be so smooth that we can just heely about? You know what I mean?
Do you really expect them to be smooth though?
Nah,
No,
That's
obviously-
a,
But also,
Aye, I was
also
in
I
a
feel
lot of
like
trust in the council.
Aye,
that.
what's tax for? You know what I mean?
I also feel like you've got a better impression of how effective Heelys are at getting you places.
Heelys are quite good, you know. I've seen wee kids fucking zooming across the place.
People used to go in like
Think
shopping
it-
centres with them.
thing is-
and you just,
Aye, 'cause it was like a
because
pure
they're so
smooth
flat
floor.
there.
Think about walking
But the
space,
wheels
but
were kinda
imagine
fish.
imagine you're getting down a hill, man. You're just zooming in these wee Heelys.
And I feel that's but you'd
That's like
probably lose
dodgy.
balance and fucking break
Aye,
your neck.
aye,
You
you-
try and stop yourself.
No,
you
but
just
hang
go,
is, what's the difference between that? See the e-scooters in Liverpool, mate. Them things.
where you like.
Aye,
can
but
go
you get
up
them fucking everywhere now.
I bet, mate. Nobody wears. And there's no helmets, mate. They're going about nearly 20, man, on this road, going down hills, and then
I think legally, if you're on the road, you're probably meant to. But who's nobody's gonna pick up a scooter and fucking
Mate, no.
wear a
There's a
helmet.
requirement
as
to
well.
wear a helmet
If you're on a bike,
on
yeah.
I,
motorbike,
I
is
think
it?
here,
If you're on a fucking cycle bike as well.
I'm pretty sure.
didn't
Not
know.
not all places though.
No, but not if you're on like a cycle track.
Oh, right.
But like if
you're on the
if, say
road,
if you're
you need to
cycling
wear
on the
a
road,
helmet.
and I think like some places like you're not actually allowed to cycle on the pavement. It's got to be a cycle path.
Yeah.
or whatever.
I don't understand not being
Oh.
able to cycle on the
You know
pavement.
that
man. It's like,
you know that article you sent? It was the cycle. Somebody's been putting screws
aye, screws and bolts and tacks and stuff on the cycle
down
lanes
it
on
down
the
it
Esplanade.
down at the Esplanade to
Aye.
like heavy. What do you call it?
Aye,
Hang me
like-
the cyclists.
Yeah,
Aye.
yeah.
How can you hate cyclists that much? You want to fucking
Yeah,
nearly
but,
kill
like,
them?
Yeah,
Like,
but see the thing
Walking
is,
them as
right?
well, like
I dogs in it. I know.
Maybe I could understand though from the perspective of a driver and their cyclists on the road, but the whole thing is it's a cycle path for cyclists.
Yeah.
Aye.
aye, and
You
it's,
can't be raging at cyclists for cycling on a cycle path. Maybe if it's like, oh, they're taking so long the road, but they're not on the road.
not even it's not even
It's
not,
not-
even like
yeah,
it's
it's-
beside the
uh-huh.
road. There's a grassy patch before it actually
I like.
goes onto the
I
road.
don't know what makes you do that. Maybe like somebody just had up here like something's happened and they've let that know it.
Probably a junkie, mate, like a junkie with a big bag of bolts he found in the
No, but
cycle.
like they were all
Probably.
there were these big.
Fold them
I
all over
seen
the
the
cycle
picture was
path.
just these big black screws, and then like apparently one of the officials went by, and then so I think somebody must have reported it, obviously, and then this
Right.
officials went over and were like, right, what is this then?
Yeah.
Because like we walked in Esplanade like 9 long, like a week or two before. I can't
Right.
remember, but
Mhm.
I
Or
just
it was like 3 or 4 weeks.
I forgot that even existed. He like mentioned that. Remember?
Yeah,
and that
he
just went
completely
out my brain
forgot.
for some reason.
I were hung
Just
up.
went brain
We're
dead.
hanging balls with her. I mean. That we got a wee ice cream from Esplanade Cafe, which
Yeah,
was
you get an ice cream to her.
oh, did no one else
They,
get one?
they didn't even get in.
No,
I
we
got,
just
I got a
outside.
cheeseburger.
Mate, that was a mistake, by the way. That was like,
I didn't
well,
want
actually,
anything,
you
though.
were like way to be fair.
I was waiting.
You were a little heavy, but it was good though. The wee walk though, you enjoyed it.
I know it was better than sitting cabbaged in my room. Like,
I know.
Like, exercise actually sobers you up, I
Ugh.
swear.
I know, because we got what I got an ice cream and a burger. Did I get?
No,
roll?
I got a burger.
Slice roll?
You not get like a panini or
Oh
something?
no, that's right.
Yeah, you got
right.
a panini.
I got a cheese panini, I think.
You know
so well.
that particular cafe is apparently opening up in Guruk as well.
Really?
How does that even work though?
Well, I don't think they'll call it the same thing, but it's the same
It's
owners.
just the same owners. Or...
Then maybe they will say like I don't know, but yeah,
Why not?
no free promo though.
They
fucking
could call
don't-
it. They could call it the Espa.
And
Cafe?
no,
Yes,
they
ma'am.
can't call it fuck all
Yes.
because we don't give them any promo. We just say unnamed cafe
No,
here
mate.
until they give us free paninis.
Right, imagine that. Sponsored by
a
us.
sponsor, I guess.
That'd be
Mate,
class, mate. Just your name could be here.
My brother's pal was one of the one of the people's like family members. Like
Yeah.
I remember I tell you, I always teases him about getting the recipe and that for the ice
Oh, for
cream.
the ice cream, the big secret.
It actually is like
See,
a
to be
massive
fair though,
secret.
right?
Big Mac sauce.
I think see if
Oh.
you had enough time. Cause, I mean, somebody got me an ice cream maker like, a couple of years ago, and I made ice cream and it's actually decent to begin with. Just putting like cream in there, right? So I think if you fucked about with the recipe a wee bit,
You could get it.
you could probably get quite close.
I don't know, mate. That seems up here like they've tried. Like, they've
Because I feel like every cafe like that in the town is pretty close to it.
really. No, I don't think so, mate. Esplanade Cafe ice cream is so like
What
unique.
cafe,
tasting.
Jack?
Fuck's
The
sake.
unknown. No,
Suppose
I'm
it's not that.
I'm
hard to
repping
get.
Esplanade, mate. I love them, so fuck yous.
All right then.
I'll
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 wearing the
fucking
merchandise next
I'll
time.
rep the fucking Bluebird then.
No.
Oh, we got a rival.
Right, no, but the Bluebird.
He's West Station. You're
Fucking
Orangefield.
Zane's Curry
This
House.
station just not exist anymore or something.
No, no,
Oh,
they moved it along the street.
Aye. No, but
We
I
were
know
just
I'd
moved
say
up.
well the closest I'd say tasting to the Esplanade is probably the Bluebird, but the Bluebirds also taste different. I think.
I don't think I've ever had.
I think I've had the
Bluebird
Bluebird once in my life.
Really,
And that was in
Never.
school.
I like it. It's such a
Really?
nice wee vibe in there.
Oh, I might
You get
have
food
the-
in
the
there.
Bluebird's class.
You get a
Bluebird's
good,
class.
you get a good convo talking to the is it chef? Aye.
Aye, he's sound he's sound as man. Because I go in sometimes with my wee sister, like when I'm picking her up from nursery or whatever. I go in there and he's always just cracking jokes, just sitting on the couch at the back.
Weird how you'd always have the people in like school who would go to like different places during lunch. Like some people would just stay in, some people would go there, some
Yeah.
people.
I don't know. You could stay in that shithole, man.
I
For
don't know.
I
Well, it
I
was-
remember I did
it
it
was
for
okay,
you-
so-
you-
we did it for like first and second year, did we not?
I
I didn't. Well, I had packed lunches, but I just walked to the shops anyway.
Pizzini.
I used to always stay in. but
Basically,
then,
yeah.
like,
Like the
Wow.
only queue that
It's
people
always
actually went to was the fucking panini line.
Aye, pure sprint
Man.
And
into
see,
it, like,
so if you didn't get anywhere near the front, you'd be left with like fucking tuna or like a pot of grapes.
Mate, it'd be.
or like a rock hard hot dog.
I don't know, mate.
Oh,
See, like,
yeah.
staying in would be like
Even then,
depressing, I think.
they'd be
It
like
would
gone.
shatter.
You just
Yeah.
wouldn't want to be in the school longer, man. And especially the people, man. You'd be looking
My,
at it.
my favourite memory of school dinners from high school was it was fucking when we had a table in like I think it was second year, and we had the table kind of close by the panini line, and it was one of these sort of round tables.
Aye.
I remember.
So
that.
you know you'd maybe have like 8 people sitting around here at a time, and I think it's like I think there's a few schools like it's a kind of British thing that the pasta king, like the pasta pots.
Ah,
Red
shit.
pot.
These
I
wee
love them.
red pots full of like pasta
them.
and sauce and shit, right? And there was one of these that was like barely touched.
Mm.
Right? Somebody got it and decided, I don't know if they decided they didn't like the pasta that day or whatever, but it was maybe like 10 minutes to the bell or something.
Aye.
And so the entertainment of that
I know what you're gonna
afternoon
say.
was to slide that pasta pot across the table to each other.
Oh my god.
We're just passing, and this was like full of fucking like red tomato sauce, like because that was poured on at the top, and we're sliding it about this table, and I think it was Cammy Hislop, shout out, decided for a bit more forcing than most people were.
Fuck's sake. Unlucky.
Slid it right across the table, and it just like tipped. It got towards the end of the table, and it
I still
tipped. The
remember
lid
it.
fell off, and it just went fucking bang
Mate,
all up David McPherson.
you know that's so like that's still in my memory, man. I can still imagine that happening right now. Like it literally happened. Like see, like Jackass when the paint explodes.
Ah,
it's just,
yeah.
and it was there, and he
was-
just his reaction was so
Yeah,
funny, mate. He was
He
something like
looked
that.
so fucking
He went like
raging.
that and just done that. And he
He just fucking wiped his face, and he just fucking looked like he was about
destroyed
to
me. It
throw
was
hands.
he was destroyed, mate. He was so destroyed. I was like, we obviously were heavy howling, but it was like I felt
we
sad
were
at the same
howling,
time.
but
I was like,
felt
mate,
so bad.
I was like, he's gonna have to go to that office and
So,
buy some
I'm sure he
couches.
had a shirt on as well.
He did,
shirt,
yeah,
solely
aye.
just a
Oh,
shirt and
white
tie.
shirt and a sunblock.
Aye, 'cause his
That's
blazer,
even
his
worse.
blazer was
Covered in
behind him.
sauce.
Oh mate, it was just red, man.
It was like still roasting hot as well. So they must have here like scolded him.
I know.
Fucking-
Oh mate, I
burned him,
actually
man.
remember
it's,
that.
it's the most vivid memory for me for some reason of like actual getting school dinners in
Yeah.
high school.
Oh, the pasta pots, man.
There's been many a pasta pot that's just been turned upside down and put on the table.
I
So
just
nothing
yeah,
can
I
leak
remember
out, and it's
the
like,
fucking picture, and it's just on the round table. It's just an upside down pasta
oh
pot.
yeah, but
Oh,
everything's
just sitting
still
there.
in it, so you lift it up and it just goes
Explodes
Oh.
everywhere.
I mean, there was a few things like that. I remember Jack Barber.
Yeah.
In fact, it might have been. Did you not do it as well for
It probably was me.
with the Jaffa cakes?
Oh, in the computer, yeah.
And
no,
then
I
the
was Jack,
computers.
yeah.
But then also, I remember he used to do it, and he got fucking caught doing it in history.
Who by?
Well, no, I remember he wasn't even in our history class. There was just one day, it was the head teacher basically knocked on the door and said to my history teacher, like, "Oh, excuse me, you see the stain on the floor there. We found the culprit." And fucking Jack Barber walks in, and he's made to fucking like pick all these wee crumbs of a Jaffa cake, which he's used.
Wait, I think I was there.
Yeah, we
actually.
were. Was that not mass?
Maybe it was something. No,
We were in that class, I think,
Wait,
and he had to clean all the Jaffa.
Yeah, I
cakes.
remember.
was
that.
basically-
he walked in.
he had a Jaffa cake that had been crushed into the ground
Yeah,
by
yeah.
like the leg of a table.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Wait, no,
yeah,
what class is that? Because it was me. We were
Was
all
that,
there.
like,
He
RE
might
or
have
something?
he might have done multiple classes though.
Aye, maybe an RE.
Wait,
actually.
It might have been that
was
like the same period. He's went round a few different classes.
That would have been so bad, man.
No, because I remember he came in, we all be like mopping that, and then it was all, and we just started like
Aye,
laughing.
the
like,
brush, the fucking those. Aye,
It was, he had it on the floor, and then he was heavy. And then
Humiliation of
eventually he
that,
was like, that's not getting cleaned. It's not getting rubbed off.
You couldn't actually get that out of the carpet.
No.
I don't even know whether
It's the pure
fucking
sticky
expecting-
orange
It's
jelly.
man.
Nah.
Oh,
The carpet just absorbed it at that point.
I love a wee Jaffa cake on man. Shit.
Jaffa cakes are
I don't
good.
know.
You know like them?
No, they're
No,
not
I like
bad.
Jaffa.
No, the orangey, but like, I don't know.
Laird's just too defensive about his gingerness. He's like,
no, Ed and Orange. It's
And the orange
I
is
know.
shite.
a wee Terry's chocolate orange,
Reminds me
man.
of the
Oh, I know.
Yogscast, Simon.
Orange is-
Simon. Oh, aye, bro, aye. That's his main thing. No. Seen school, man. I always see like, you ever seen videos in like, and it could be anywhere like America or something, but it's just like all the people sprinting to get to the. I swear everyone used to do that. Mind that, like get to like because they wanted to get the good gear, all the good like, what were they called, the wee wrap things with the cheese in it. Aye, people want to get them.
oh, right. I thought
yeah.
I was like, what? Americans had pizzinis?
No,
but
I'm talking about like us, but like remember when people just do a heavy sprint, man?
Yeah.
They
Oh,
do
yeah,
actual
no, fully.
running, mate. You'd end up getting swiped or like, you know what I mean?
I think that's why about third year or whatever I started going to the shops.
I think so.
I
Everyone.
remember like you'd go
you're
to the
like-
shops though, and you just see a cunt fucking full on Usain
Well,
Bolt in
I
it.
was about to say this. Yeah, there was a
James,
guy.
Game
What was
competitive.
that Asro guy?
Aye.
That's who would sprint to the
I
shop.
just
I
No, they
forgot
don't do
his
it.
name
No,
again.
I remember.
No, there was one guy, right? There was one guy, I can't remember his name, but he was a couple of years below us, and I just remember you'd be walking down the hill, and there was the shop up the hill, the sheriff shop. Shout out! I don't even know if it's still open. They
David.
probably
Not
do.
even
Davey,
called that.
Davey,
but
mate.
it's
It's like A&D stores
yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Davey's still there,
A&G
eh?
stores.
I hope so.
I hope he's still alive.
Davey.
He's
Aye.
dead, man.
Davy's shop.
You need to go
Fucking
there.
class.
So if you're a merchant in Skyno, man,
But aye, there was
Actually is.
you literally just get to the school gate, the bell only went, and you just feel the breeze of this guy that had jogged past you, and he literally sprinted up every day. He ran up to that shop to get a steak bake.
at least he's burning it off. You know what I mean? Calories and
He'd
that.
chuck the bag under, like the benches we had
Oh,
outside
yeah.
the school. He'd
Aye,
always
yeah,
just get the
he'd
bag.
run, launch his bag under the table,
I don't
and
know
then
what we're
leave the
talking
school.
about.
It was
trying to
that. It
think.
was that Asro guy. I forgot his
Asro.
He always used to
name.
have like a
Yeah, no,
Nitro
was it not
Circus
Luke?
hoodie on.
Aye, Luke.
Oh, wait.
Luke Connells or
Luke
something
Connells,
like
aye.
that.
Did we not
Yeah.
have? Did not used to call him like something like?
In fact, I think he was
I
in
want
a
to say, I want to say
cyber
like
class.
Speedy or
Yeah,
something.
he was,
he was,
yeah,
Was
yeah.
it not? Did not have a nickname for him? Like
Speedy Gonzalez or
was it,
something
sorry,
like
was it
that?
something like was it Speedy Gonzalez?
I don't know.
Because it was a meme to obviously the Art King. No, but I know the shops, mate. No. I remember like we would be walking and we'd see people behind us, and you'd
Aye.
immediately have to start like as soon as you
Oh,
see,
yeah, yeah,
see
yeah.
as soon as you turned that corner.
It
mate.
actually was a competition.
No, it was
just
though.
to
Like,
get a
as soon
burger.
as you got to the end of the street, you just turn that corner and then go fucking
It's
straight
like,
there.
have you ever seen in the Olympics the cycling event? It's called the Kieran, where
Nah.
it's the weirdest looking event. Where it's kind of the whole idea is it's a pursuit. So they start off dead slow, and it's only when they come out to like the final lap that they actually start going full pelt, and it's exactly that. You're just kind of walking, but you're cautious. There's people around you, and you're like, well, I've got my position here, and it's pretty solid. It's fine, and you're just waiting for them to start the push. And as soon as they speed it up a bit, and you're like, fuck, they're getting closer. You're like, right, I'm going as well then.
Yeah, I know. I know it was competitive. I think.
But it was just funny, but because like you're actually just like it was the most like not passive aggressive, but you're just it's like so cautious.
Yeah.
There's people in front and behind, and you're like, I want to get in front of the people in front, but I also don't want to lose my position behind
Let's try it. I wonder
because
how.
there was limited quantity of
Aye.
the hot food.
Aye, true. That was
That's a good point. You'd sometimes go up and they'd be like, none left.
I want to know how many calories like of what
Fudge
people
donuts.
ate from that one shop, like the chocolate bar, the noodles.
I don't know. I see the noodles, chocolate bar, and the burger, mate. Like,
Mate, the fucking
50p
50
chocolate,
bucks.
isotonic,
Mate,
and the
that's
fucking-
pure. That's like if you get
burger.
carbs for the noodles, you get a burger. That's probably like 500 to 700 calories. Don't know. And then you get the chocolate bar,
100%.
and then you get the juice.
isotonic.
Isotonic. Yeah.
wouldn't that chocolate bar be like
50p or
600
whatever.
calories? But probably. Like,
Mate, the
cheap
chocolate
chocolate,
bar,
mate.
I don't even
Chocolate's
think it
quite-
had
You looked
calories
at
in it. I
would-
think it was like 90% cardboard. And it was like cardboard like with a film of chocolate wrapped around it because that's what it tasted like.
Oh, man,
Euro
that-
shopper chocolate for 50.
That
If you
definitely
looked
had
at
like
the
to cover up the
calories, it
cocoa
would say.
beans. It's like get tons of sugar in it, man.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, see, I think like American IKEA desks, it's like wood covered but with like cardboard inside. That's what that was like.
thing is, but some people would buy 2 chocolate bars. And,
Oh.
you know what I mean? So like some people are going like that. I'm
extra
gonna lie,
one.
mate. Like it
But
could have been.
people used to take orders, but
Is
you
it-
used to be able to get like people were like, "Oh, are you going to the shops? Here's
Mm.
like £3, get me a chocolate bar and an isotonic."
That's
or
heavy
whatever."
lazy bastard material, isn't it? Imagine
Ewan
that.
would do that.
Ewan.
Ewan would do that.
Would he?
He'd do
Aye,
it.
he would
Who the
actually.
fuck would he would say it? It's Sam. Was it not?
It was.
Sam
Was
doing
it? Was it actually?
I
Actually,
completely
was.
forgot about that. Aye.
I don't even know why. Aye, because I remember like Sam would be walking up the hill and he just like hands you a chocolate bar. Or
Yeah,
something.
aye,
Like,
yeah.
Oh,
Why?
aye, so he did.
I don't even know
Mate,
why. though.
that's how it started.
So stupid.
I mean, there was somebody get fucking barred for the shop as well.
Oh, who was that?
Uh,
Oh, stealing when they were stealing.
Aye, Bobby.
Aye.
Oh, Bobby.
And he used to just sit. There was like houses next to the shop, just across the
Just
road.
sit there 'cause all his
And he
mates
used to just sit on,
Sit
on the fucking
I
steps
remember that.
next
Aye,
to
he
it because
looked
all his
heavy.
pals also went to the shop, so he'd just sit in the steps looking fucking depressed,
Aye.
Aye.
like an alky that had been barred from the pub.
Fuck's sake, man.
Imagine trying to steal from David, man. Fucking hell.
I don't even know why you would steal from there,
It's
but
actually
it's
all
like,
I know.
camera,
Is that
like
why?
50p
Is that
or
why
something.
that woman stood at the door for ages? Remember?
nah, she always
Nah,
stood
she
there.
was
No,
always
that-
there.
'cause
Are you
that-
sure? Because I
No,
swear.
because that
She
was
was
the one in,
definitely
one out
Yeah,
scenario.
yeah.
That,
Oh,
that
right,
was like
aye,
3
right.
people in at a time. So that
I
like,
never thought
it's
it
not
was
a
like
I think
riot.
that was
grinding
the
No,
against
no,
the
no. What I think
door,
it was because you see when nobody else used to go to the shop, I don't think that was the case. Like obviously, like but then
Aye.
the younger like, started going. So then I think they'd done that. But I thought just because like one of them stole something, that then they started implementing mad security measures.
I wonder if Davey's still making like the same amount of money. he
That's
was
what I'm
making
saying. I
as, like,
don't
when he
even
went-
know
Must
if he
have had a
survived
massive hit
COVID or
over
not.
COVID.
Yeah.
Aye, from COVID.
Oh, COVID
100%.
would have back country.
I
man.
presume like a lot of the flats and like the surrounding shops would have still
Aye,
went
well, it's
to him
just
for,
like,
but
if
Sure,
you're
they're
a
still open, but-
drive or whatever, and then it's like, oh, well, I don't know if you're putting in your van or whatever, and you're like, right, there's a sheriff shop open, they're probably going to do hot rolls. You know what I mean? It's like you just pull over
They
and get your
probably
lunch.
just stopped doing hot food at that point and just became a news agent because
Things
Aye,
like no,
right,
but I used to see literally across from the street. I used to live in that wee bit. That's where my house used to be, and when I lived in Guruk, like literally in that wee bit. So like, but not the flats, like the houses across.
Oh right, aye, again.
Like,
It's in the wee
Road,
cutting.
whatever.
Aye,
Yeah,
yeah. So like, but everyone used to go to that shop and make the road. That road was so dangerous. Like when we
I was
lived
saying,
there,
my grands used to be up there as well, and it was you'd like
dangerous man. You'd be risking your life if you're going
Well,
across that road.
I think they were going to build a
Story
traffic
about
lights
that. Yeah, well, no, they always say that
there. Aye, and
because
it
it
just
needs
never
traffic
ever
lights.
happens.
But story about that one time at the shops, and this is a shout out for Alan Hunter of Slicks.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
I remember this actually.
I remember this is 4th year out.
Exposed, mate.
See, to be fair, it got him a bird, right? So you know, I think it's
Is that
probably
how it happened?
Did it?
that's how they started talking.
Fucking hell, mate. Where's the
Because
cars?
I'm sure because like she messaged him.
Oh right, okay.
I don't know if they're still together or whatever, but yeah, that like at the time
Aye.
it's quite funny
Hope so.
because he get right. Oh, well, sorry. Yeah, no, I remember though because it was actually your brother that inspired him to get hit by a car
Wait, what?
Oh no!
because we were walking up the hill and I can't remember who was all there.
Fuck's sake!
How can you inspire somebody to get hit by a motor?
And the
We'll be alright.
his twin goes like that. Alan, I'm gonna get the last cheeseburger.
Oh wait,
And starts running for the
just
shop.
remembered that.
Makes it across the road. And he goes like, no, you're not. You wee fanny. Runs and just gets volleyed by a car. But see, to be
Imagine he
honest,
died from that, but
well, that's the thing. I can laugh now because like
He's alright.
He
fine.
didn't die.
Yeah, exactly.
No, wait, was it not an ambulance?
No, right. So that's what happened was right. So the guy basically pulled up. I mean, it was quite abruptly. He didn't signal or
Yeah.
anything. He just pure shot up the hill. So I mean, they were kind of both at fault. I mean, he just literally just sprinted across the road without even thinking twice. So they were both kind of at fault. So the guy was pure in shock. The guy that hit him because he was like,
Aye,
"Fuck,
all-
if I just killed a kid?"
Aye, also, man, fucking hell.
But like, I think so. So he basically gets hit by this car. Like, just rolls over the top.
Mm.
And we're like, oh fuck, is he okay? And the next second, he just springs back to his feet. Like, it's obviously pure like adrenaline or whatever. So he's not feeling the fact he's just been hit in the side of the leg by a car going like, I don't know, 30 miles an hour or something.
Aye, probably going that
Down the hill.
It was
Up the hill.
the guy was coming along and he just basically turned up and shot
No,
up the hill.
you need some speed to actually go up that hill as
Aye,
well. So
it's
the guy must
well,
have been
exactly.
going,
He wouldn't have been going 30. He
decent
probably had to hit a bit of acceleration. He's probably going about like 20 or something like 20 to 25.
Aye, well, enough to basically send him over
He
the
would
top of his
be
bonnet.
accelerating, so
I mean, he would have actually like flew over.
See, the thing is, even if he did landed like on the back of his head or something, you know, like in fact, I think he did. I think his school bag shot up and like kind of acted like a cushion.
Oh mate, that's
I can't remember, but yeah,
He's
we
actually
were
quite
feeling
lucky.
like,
Isn't
oh,
he?
fuck, yeah, very.
Some people get some like bad stuff from that, don't they? Like who knows?
But it was that way that
okay.
the school priority was like, we're like, oh fuck, is he okay? Oh shit. And he got back to the street and was like, oh, he must be all right. I'm gonna get my cheeseburger now.
I'm gonna go, like, I
I
could
still just jumped in the
Aye.
queue. I'm not losing my position though.
I could have seen like them banning like going to like shops after that before. You know what I mean?
But that was the next thing. So we got our cheeseburger and then came out, and he was still talking to the guy in the window. And the next minute, because the hospital's just up there, an ambulance comes down, like one of the kind of like old people ambulances. It's like a kind of minibus.
people carrier thing.
Uh-huh. And the driver gets out and fucking just starts having a go at Alan.
Aye.
Like, the fuck you doing crossing the road or something? Like, I don't know. He was just like fucking raging at Alan for some reason. I think the guy that actually helped him was quite sound and took him to the hospital and stuff. But yeah, I think he was actually all right. I think he was like just, you know, dodgy legs for a while.
Wait, was that?
No, because this was he get out of the hospital, right? His legs were a bit damaged. I don't know if there was like tendons or something or whatever. But he was then walking up his stairs that night and fell down them.
Oh,
As a result,
and
of
then he
being-
needed the crutches.
oh.
So he actually
the
he get
luckiest day of your
volleyed by
life.
a car.
Wait, so was that two separate occasions? He got hit by the car, and then
He got hit by the car, went to the hospital with the guy that hit him.
yeah.
Right, so the guy like sat with him or
So
whatever.
the ambulance was a separate day.
No, the
all the same
ambulance.
day?
As he was talking to the guy that hit him in the car, he was like
right.
up at the like driver's window, like, "Oh, sorry, mate, I'm sorry." And the guy was like to him, "Oh, sorry, I'm sorry." The ambulance guy was coming down the hill, stopped, pure pulled over this ambulance just to have a go at him.
Jeez, oh man.
And then I just remember the like it was like, oh, okay, at least he's all right. Fucking like obviously went home and then comes into school the next day on crutch. We're like, wait, I thought you were okay, and he's like, oh yeah, no, I fell down my stairs.
I probably because his legs were fucked. But he probably tried to take a step and
That's probably
the nerves just fell, man. Down you go.
That's what I mean. I think he's popped up with adrenaline, but I don't think he was like 100%
Off you
fine.
going for it, Andrew.
wanted to see what it-
Oh, it's
Alright, I mean, it just tastes like vodka. It's not like a nice taste. So, I mean,
It,
there's-
it looks
two
cool.
shots.
It looks cool.
It looks cool.
It
it looks cool. It looks like fucking soap.
Aye.
It looks like blue fairy liquid or something.
Oh, fairy liquid, man. No, oh my god, the
It's like
Sambuca.
all fairy
You
liquid.
said
Like you
that
like
you
drinking
fucking
it.
loved tasting it.
No,
fairy liquid,
I
man.
meant like. See, I was
Okay.
about to say the Sambuca has like a texture like fairy liquid. Not that I know what that tastes like, but it's kind of like the consistency of it.
smells like something, but I can't put my finger.
That's what we were
Smells
talking about before we started recording.
We were talking about. We thought it was to be lollies. You
Used
used
to
to
be
squeeze
lollies that
the
you
blue
could
stuff
squeeze the
on.
juice onto.
Aye. You suck
There was
it.
like a blueberry one of them or raspberry one of them.
Lollies.
Ah, you get two. Ah, we get no. You get all sorts. You
It's
get
like,
green.
got like a
and
little window on the top of it.
Aye. You get a green one, a red one.
The blue one was
blue
the
one.
fucking best.
Aye, it was
I
good.
remember.
I
Red
think
one-
it was the blue one that I'm thinking of.
Blue one was
Blue
so
one.
good.
Aye, blue one. Purple one was decent.
That's what that smells like a wee bit. It just tastes like vodka.
Or it could be like the brain liquors, maybe.
You wouldn't know that it's
Ah,
got any
plain
flavour
liquors.
in it.
You don't. Did you get them anymore?
Oh, you would know there's flavour in it.
Man, when's the last time you had one of them, man?
But
Go to the spa, mate. They'll be
weird,
nice.
man.
I know
can't
that
put
I've seen them
my
before.
finger on what they taste.
They got banned
taste
from our
like.
school, man. We talked about it before, man.
Brain liquors.
Nice stand,
Aye,
stand
some-
on.
Somebody uses cannons.
Somebody stood on it and it fucking. Well, I don't know. No, I think they squeezed it and it hit their eye and then it got banned.
I remember it doing. Do you remember in primary school you used to get milk?
Mm.
And there was a I don't know if you did. You were in a
Milk?
different primary
Oh,
school.
the
You get cartons of milk, and it was like
Aye.
you'd pay
And-
like 20p or
in the
whatever.
white bucket. In the white bucket.
It used to have like the big fucking cool box, and
With
like
fruit, it
every
had
one
fruit.
person from the class get elected to fucking go and collect the milk every day.
Oh, they thought they were hard, mate. They did.
No, you
Aye.
did think you were hard when you got it because it was like one person a week, and it's like, oh yes, I'm on milk duty this week.
Yeah, mate, I'm not gonna lie. What is it?
I thought you said my name.
No.
No, I should.
Nah, mate, look at me now. You silent puppy over
Well, I
there.
thought it
I remember there was one time it was like wet. It was wet outside, so you were inside for the break. You weren't out in the playground. You were inside.
So bad.
And at this point, there was a trend where people were just like unfolding the corners of the wee cartons to make it like a big flat parcel.
Oh, aye, so they were. Aye.
And I mind, I can't remember. I was probably fanning about with like wrestling figures or something. This was like P3,
Right.
and like I just remember somebody had done that to their cart and hadn't opened it yet, and it was just flat on the floor. And I just remember walking past and stamping on it by accident. Like I say stamping on it, I mean I stood on
Aye.
it, and it just fucking exploded all over them.
Oh,
It's fucking milk as well, so it would have been humming
That is
like
unlucky.
it would
On
have
the
dried in
carpet as well.
on the carpet, and like, but it was like mostly on them because it was
Aye,
next
aye.
to them. They just like folded it out into this big fucking thing.
Milk
Fucking
on the
C4
carpet.
charge.
I know,
They
if you-
just armed and put it on the floor.
you got like strawberry and chocolate milk, I think, as well. In the
Aye, yeah.
gardens. And then they had that. They also had a fruit thing as well. They used to do like kiwi and that, and
Ah, yes.
all sorts.
Wait, milk? Are you talking
No,
about?
Well, no, I'm not.
Because
I know.
I remember
Strawberry and
I
chocolate milk.
Aye, aye.
I remember in
Mm.
primary school, you'd always get like the tray of fruit.
Aye, that's
Oh,
what
that's
I
what you were
was.
talking
I
about,
had
yeah,
a basket
That
with
was
us.
so good, man.
Aye.
Aye, it was fresh on it.
No, it was. It was.
Cause you get like,
I forgot about it.
mate, my teacher, Miss Hanson, mate, she used to sit and just eat kiwis and everything, man. Everyone used to not like kiwi, but she got everyone to eat kiwi. She's like, look at this.
Kiwis are good.
I mind she did like pure force fed people. It was like fruit day or something like that. I can't remember what the occasion was. Maybe it was like the harvest or something. But like I just mind like there was like some people that fussy eaters or whatever. And like, oh no, I don't like fruit. You're like, no,
Oh.
well you must like some fruit. Have you even tried this? And they're like, no, I don't know if I want to. And it's just like apple down your throat.
Yeah,
She was a good teacher.
That was fucking
Oh,
Scott,
mate.
mate.
Mate, I just remembered something from Miss
I
Hanson.
never ate a fruit.
She never ate
Did they
fruit.
not?
Nah, Scott's like never ate fruit or veg.
Did he not?
Like in his life,
Gives me
mate.
depression.
Wait,
Nah,
what?
ask him.
Mate, what?
Ask him.
Just still alive?
Ask him. Ask him. He says he's never ate fruit or veg, or he
How?
has maybe once when he was young, but he's never ate it since.
Surely you'd have like a deficiency of minerals doing
I
that.
know,
Like,
I know.
Yeah, like surely veg, maybe fruit. I don't know.
Nah,
like,
it'd be the opposite, like-
mate,
no,
it's
no,
like
no, because you have
No,
veg. You have veg
vegetables,
with
I
your
think.
dinner. Like you'd have
Is a
like
baby
broccoli
and
or
that?
something.
Babies
or-
get like their food's kind of like veg and stuff like
It's
that.
like fruit. You actually like
Aye.
you don't really get like apple with something. You'd have to go and like eat an apple.
Yeah, true.
That's weird, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that
No,
actually
sorry.
is.
I just remember this story. Like, see, Miss Hanson, she was my favourite teacher in primary school, but I remember this one time, mate, at heavy, like, you know, somebody, it kind of happened in high school. I told you the time where I was in tech and they asked me a question, I heavy shat
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Mate, there was this one time, mate, and it was in primary school, and we were all reading, you know, do you remember them big jotter things? I don't know, you might not know, but do you remember the ones that was like green and blue? It was like the big work booklets. It had all sorts of, I think it had like a mix of maths
Oh,
and
like
English.
the Heinemann ones, and it was like it was
Aye.
like it was like a
It was
like
paper,
kind of
like cardboard-ish.
yeah, kind of
kinda
it was like a magazine almost.
Aye, you
But it was
don't-
like a kind of cardy paper,
it
and,
was
you could
shit-
write
aye,
on it.
aye, it was
And
kinda-
everyone get their own ones.
It felt like it kind of looked like comic book kind of paper.
Yeah, it had
right?
like wee activities on it.
So
It's like,
I-
oh, you're doing this
get
page
it in like
today.
PSC.
Aye, but
remember?
I remember we were all
Oh, is it-
sitting. So she would sit on
Yeah.
she would sit on a seat at the front of the class, and everyone would be sitting down reading it, and obviously we'd be learning. But I remember there's this one question, mate, that like I think well, to be fair, I don't think I was pure like I think I was talking to somebody. I think I was talking. I don't know who it was, right? But and then I remember I was still paying attention, but then I remember she just asked me, right, Jack, what's that, mate? I think that was my first like anxiety attack in my life, mate. I'm not even doing it
Just
live.
lost
No, like I felt like I had a sunken feeling, right? But like she had said, I think it was something so simple as well,
that. Yeah.
and I knew it was simple, but my brain was so fucking fried.
Those
from,
are the worst situations
No,
when it's
no.
something simple and you just can't get
it happened to
the
me.
words.
It happened to me in
What the fuck, man?
Mate, you're gonna have to like.
Yeah.
fucking suck about
It,
that
it,
one,
it happened to me in
Don't worry,
tech, like
I'll-
something as simple as half a 300, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was just like, it's just the sudden shock of like getting asked a question just completely sent me,
Yeah, I could never like. I was.
and it was no like, and it's weird, like after see once it's all over, and then you go, oh fuck, that is the answer, like because you knew it, and but it's just like you're having this mad like weird attack, and it's like, oh my god, your brain just, I don't know, it goes somewhere and then it never comes back again. You try to find it again.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know, that was my first, like, I just remember that, like, she was my favorite teacher, but she was probably like, she was like getting frustrated with me because I couldn't answer it, and I was just like, I was sitting there like,
To be fair though, it must be frustrating. as a fucking primary
I
school
know,
teacher.
it must be, no, I don't even blame them, but like, I must have been mumbling under my breath and that, like, how to try to figure it out and that. Oh my god,
Going on.
mate, you have gubbed that,
No,
Abel,
no, no,
no.
you have gubbed that.
Tactical.
fucking lovely. Fucking.
Remember the those exact same sort of booklets you'd get in PSE, and it would be like, don't drink and stuff like
Oh,
the effects of
Jesus
drinking
Christ,
and
man.
drugs and
Yeah,
all
aye.
this.
Remember the police would come in, I don't know if you've ever got this at school, like, they're bringing all the drugs in the wee cubes and like, don't take it.
Try
don't-
this.
Remember that one time in we were all in
Bowling
the same
got-
PSE class. I
Scotland.
just realised that.
Were we?
Were you in the same PSE
Yeah,
class?
because
yeah,
we're
yeah.
all.
Aye.
It was literally like
Miss
guidance
Bowman?
classes.
Class E.
Miss Bowman, innit?
Aye, yeah.
Mate, know what's the most annoying thing about school, mate? The diaries, mate. Oh my god, mate.
the
They
diaries?
were so pointless,
They
mate.
existed, mate. You
Mate,
just
I
unlocked
lost
that.
me. You know what happened to me? I remember I made
Oh, fuck.
that fruit salad in home ec, and I put it in my
Aye.
locker and I forgot about it for a whole year. And then I remember I tried to like take it home, and then someday outside, I think they were fucking, I don't know, they were wrestling about or something, and somebody literally landed on my bag and it spilt all over the bag, and literally everything in my bag was ruined, like the diary and that, and it stunk absolute shite. And I literally just told every teacher like
Remember the
I lost
tuna
mine,
and the
and I'm not paying
fucking-
for another one. It was like £4 or
Yeah,
something.
but did you not
Potato
leave? Did you not
wedges.
leave like half the shit in that bag in a locker over the summer?
I let
The fruit salad.
the fruit salad was left in the locker, but then like I tried to take it home. Not this wasn't when it was bad,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it went bad, and then so it went everywhere, and then had to get rid of my bag and
I
that.
just remember that you pure like peeling the pages apart of that wee fucking diary.
Oh, yeah, do you remember?
And all the pages were like yellow and shit because of the fruit salad.
But I eventually chucked it. It was smelling, man. I couldn't do it. Oh, he's going for a wee.
You would always be
poo.
the last person in assembly, or not?
No, and
registration,
Reggie
that's what's
and
called.
assembly,
Oh,
you
no.
name it.
Oh no, mate! You just get into trouble for that one time because you were. We'd always used to see you at the side, like coming in,
Yeah.
and then it'd be like you and. Aye, we know. Aye, Johnny's lot.
Well, that was a masterpiece. That
Oh,
I probably
Jesus,
got
man.
photos of that. We can probably
Mate,
put up
that
on the screen.
locker technically went around the country, France and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Aye, it
the
had
signs.
items from around the country.
Yeah,
in
I had items from around the world in it. It had a
That's-
fire exit sign from a French hotel in it.
AstroTurf, potato scones, a witch's hat,
Spider
carton of milk.
fucking
Wait,
carton of milk.
Where did the witch's hat come from?
The co-op. The co-op was doing their
It was
Halloween
like October, so
thing.
they had
so-
like, you know how the co-op get like a wee display of like we've got like
Aye.
3 Halloween props in it, and some
Really?
candles or something. You know, and
the
a wee
witch's
pumpkin.
hat had
Ah, Jesus.
a Swiss roll inside it. And they were just sat in there.
That's terrible, man. Mate, I had
Josh's pills,
spider eggs
the spider eggs,
With stick
the
on it.
stick,
with shite on it.
The hell.
fucking the Apple earbuds that I just found on the floor.
Oh, mate, there's so much stuff in that.
Um,
And the spoiled milk was the worst, mate.
Yeah, there was literally just
Oh,
like
yeah.
a 2 litre
Who,
carton
but
of
wait, who
milk.
bought those?
it was
It
all the
milk.
fucking sixth years. They kept opening it, and then the cleaner eventually found it. And then I remember we went up the stairs one day. It was like the start of the day, and all that was gone from it was the milk. And we were like, "Oh no!"
I'm not
You remember Sick for Your Pranks? We never got to do them because it was like pure.
illegal, mate.
It was like the Gestapo were watching
Aye,
your every
you're
move.
not allowed to go to prom if you do a sick for your prank.
But I remember there was one.
Oh no! Jesus
Oh well,
Christ,
that's us
man,
back
it's
in
all over
again.
the morning.
Sorry.
I know. So what we were talking about before
What's that?
the laptop almost died was I know I was talking about prank days, right? I remember there was
Yeah.
one a couple maybe like when we were in 4th year, so like 2 years to go in school,
Mhm.
and whatever year group it was or whatever, like Sick for Your Pranks, the see the stairs next to the English department.
Yeah.
Aye, the green ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
they-
the ones with the mad fucking emergency chair thing that you could sit on and push people doing it, and it get ripped off the wall. The one,
Can't remember.
you know, there was like the fire exit door, and you
It
could
was
go
the,
out. And
it
you
was
would
the
be
one like
outside.
at the end of the English corridor that went down to the end of
Oh, the
like
end of the English corridor. Okay, right. Okay.
like the one like just before you went into English.
Oh, before you went.
I mean,
into
what
English.
was that like?
The
For
fucking-
the right hand side
yeah,
when you'd
the
be going
right-hand
into
side.
English, yeah.
and then you
that's
go
the-
down and it's like the
aye,
start
aye,
of
aye,
the
I know what
IT
you're talking
department.
Wait, what was
Yeah.
the white box thing? What are you talking about?
I don't know. No, I was just talking about that stairwell,
Right,
right?
right, go
And in one of the fucking air vents there, they put like a fucking fish in it.
Oh, I forgot about that. I've not thought about that in like.
They put a fucking
years,
fish
man.
in there, and I'm pretty sure it stayed there over the summer
Aye, yeah,
and
yeah.
like just
That's so
fucking
bad, man.
baked and went
no,
rank in this air
ugh.
vent. So that the next 2 years we spent in school, that whole they just couldn't clear the smell of fish in there.
So bad,
Mhm.
man. No, they also rubbed it. Seeing the corridor. It's at the English bit, but it's on the right hand side. Is that what you're talking about?
I
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought you meant the one at the very end.
no,
Aye,
no,
because
no.
there was two. There was
Aye,
one
there was two.
in the English
There was,
corridor
yeah, there's
and
one. There was
just
one right at
before
the end,
English
but
Yeah,
corridor.
yeah.
I mean the one before.
But they rubbed it all the like everything like the flares.
Aye, it was
the
heavy
fucking-
slimy, man.
Mate, because I remember we touched it and we're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah,
And it was
uh-huh.
like heavy slimy fishies, man.
But no, I mean some of them were fucking brutal. I mean, no wonder they banned them by the time it got to us. Like they actually started putting things in. It was like if anyone does anything, then you're
Yeah.
all banned from prom, sort of thing.
No, mate.
Aye.
See the year above us, mate. Apparently they had even just the prom as well. Apparently they were the worst for prom. Apparently, like they were like just pure brutal. Like
Aye.
Didn't we get up your speech with
Well,
that?
no,
we did,
If you
we
do
did.
anything
Well,
wrong,
aye,
you're
because
stunned.
there was
Yeah,
there, there was one year I'm sure it was they were doing like flower bombs and stuff and like chucking eggs from
Oh,
the
yeah.
the kind of like mezzanine balcony
Oh my
outside the
God, mate,
library.
I remember
Didn't
that.
that land on
And there was
someone?
one
Miss
guy, well, there was
Beaton,
one guy that had fucking
allergies.
allergies to everything.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
That is dodgy, but
like
because
dairy, flour,
no,
eggs,
I actually remember.
all sorts, man. And they
I
were just
remem-
chucking like cake fucking like ingredients at him. Well, not specifically at him, just at everyone underneath.
It was-
They were just like,
Fuck,
one, let's do
it-
sick for your pranks on one guy.
No, I remember it did hit somebody. It was one of the music teachers, mate. She got a big egg. It was all done at hair and that. It was
Oh,
rotten.
No.
Mr. Head teacher, man, get all of his suit and that.
Really, it was the
No, how did he get
head
that?
teacher get?
He got
affected
egg. Both, I was both of them who got egg because it's like I remember.
I mean, there was a few funny ones. Like somebody tried to list the head teacher's car on like
No,
Gumtree
that
or
actually
something
did
like that.
happen. They did
Yeah,
steal
no.
his car. They fucking,
they
they
not
went
put-
into the office and actually got his car keys and then took his car to the place and tried to sell it.
That's mental, mate.
Apparently, I think that actually did
Did they not
happen.
put like sex dolls in that?
Probably.
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I think there's probably a lot that's happened over the
like a can
years.
of dragon soup and someone's like car extinct and fucking.
Aye,
did
Miss
they?
Wilson.
Aye,
It was
aye,
a
aye,
kind of
Miss
dragon
Wilson.
soup and the.
There was
the
one
house type.
teacher like this wasn't pranks. This was just like one teacher one day like because obviously you get to a certain age and you can drive in school.
Yeah.
I still haven't passed my driving test. I don't think any of us.
That's
No,
not
well, I was gonna say I don't think any of us. Two of us have, so I don't worry about
Is
it.
Leo, you not past yours?
Theory. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, the main area. Okay. Oh, it's
But
just me and Andrew.
Yeah, there was
Mhm.
one
Scott.
time. This fucking teacher apparently hit the. I know I'm just going for it. I had my tea before I came, so I just about to feel the
I've not, mate.
effects,
That's why
guys.
I'm not.
I'm just a raging alky, guys.
That's
Come
why,
on.
that's why I'm not taking the shots, man. I've been spewing right now.
But no, I think he fucking like hit his door off my cousin's car, or like bashed into the side of my cousin's car, or something like that. And just like drove off.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, it was Jack Black.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
English teacher.
Looked like Jack Black.
Oh man. Oh,
It's like,
He was scary, man, when he got angry.
Can't
But
remember
Aye,
his
actually
name.
was.
not really.
nah,
It
he was. I
wasn't-
remember he went mental with Robbie P.
No, he wasn't that scary. Because see, the thing is, I had him for a year because I don't actually think he had an English
thought
class
he-
for like a whole year. I just remember having him in hospitality in third year because they had like he's an English teacher, but they had him just like substituting for everyone
Yeah,
else
yeah.
for a year.
I feel-
actually teach English.
I felt so bad for the home ec teachers, man. Oh my days.
I did not feel bad for the home ec teachers.
Aye,
No,
they
no,
were
no,
kinda
no,
cunts,
no,
to
no,
be
no,
honest.
no,
It
no,
was
no, no.
pointless, man.
See that one? I can't remember her name, but she's the one with the
Miss
blonde hair. I think so. She was like alright. She was like actually quite.
Oh, fuck. Miss
Miss-
McKay.
Was it Mackenzie? No,
Miss
no.
Mackenzie was one of them, and Miss Murdoch was.
Miss Murdoch
No.
was the head of it, and then you had Miss Fisher, who was a rat.
Miss
bastard,
Fisher,
No,
and
no,
then you
no.
had-
I think it was Miss Murdoch.
You just get Miss Fisher side
Aye,
to your
just-
class.
Aye.
I actually no. Like I remember just saying like I remember like she asked, "Oh, would you guys not be interested in home ec?" And everyone just like, "No." I felt
Oh,
so
mate.
bad. Like
I get made to pick it in third year.
I feel like it's a subject just like
I
nobody
usually
wants
get backed
to do.
into a corner to
Yeah.
pick it because I was like,
made to pick it.
oh no,
Oh.
right? Because I chanced my arm because I was like, well, I want to do French and computing, and like the way the subjects lined up, apparently that wasn't possible.
I was the same.
So it was like pick one. So I was like, right, okay, well, computing because I want to do computing. Even though I was pretty good at French, I don't remember anything now. Guidance, man.
Vodka.
Slacking, mate. Slacking.
So then I get told like, no, you can't do that. So I was like, okay, well, I'll pick one of the ones from that
Yeah,
column
yeah.
then. And I was like, I think it was woodwork or something like that, or it was something tech related. I was like, that okay, that
What is it?
I'll do that.
Or something like
Yeah,
that?
design manufacturer, I think it was. And it was like, oh no, that's full now. So I was like, okay,
Gutted.
I'll do music tech. It's like, and it was like, no,
That's not like that
You're-
bad.
And then I was like, well, it's a choice of. I think it was either practical music, which I was pish at, or fucking hospitality. So I was like, I guess I could cook.
Music tech was just full of all of us.
No,
Aye,
but no,
music
yeah, I tried to pick fucking music tech
Oh, was it full?
and get told no.
See, because it's got all the big brains in it. You know what I mean?
Third year.
Well, I can't remember what fucking.
It
I
was
can't remember the
further
choices were. But I remember
No, no.
basically being told it was something that I couldn't do, like physically couldn't do, like
I
fucking
had
music.
I had the same thing because I wanted to do higher history and higher English. And I know it sounds awful already. And I wanted to do I wanted to do like everything, but I couldn't. So like I had just because I wanted to do. I done higher like music, higher music tech, and then we done like maths, and then like it was also higher English. But then like they wouldn't let me do. What was it? I wanted to do higher history, but I couldn't do it instead of like music or something. So I had to pick.
Yeah.
I remember what else I had to pick. I had to pick. I know that's when I had to do. I think it was admin at the start, and then that was in 6th year. I had to do like design manufacturer instead,
Aye.
and that was with David and Lewis, which was fucking horrendous, man. We just didn't do it in, man. We just kept turning off each other's computers all the time.
But that was it. Like, see, when you were in a class, you didn't want to be there. But see that class in particular, because I didn't want to be there, and the teacher was an English teacher teaching hospitality. He was like meant to be a substitute for a couple of weeks, and he was there the whole year.
Was that the guy? That was the guy, wasn't it?
It was Jack Black.
And
He didn't want to be there, clearly, teaching a fucking hospitality class. He just used to fucking get told what videos to put on the board.
I just remember something from that class, mate.
Fucking supersize me or whatever.
Yeah,
they'd always put
basically.
on in
No. Do you remember? It was. I think it was us four. I don't know. I can't remember. I remember it was definitely us like three here, but I remember it was no. That's just how it was. It was me, you, Jason, and it was Giacomo.
Yeah, because we were in the same guidance class, but like when we get split into the two separate classes, you were in like 0.8, we were 0.7.
I remember we got into this mad discussion about it was what's that again? Was it Margarita or something like that? And I remember how he said out loud, Jack was like, "Is Margarita? What did he say? Is that a cheese or something like that?" Is that what, aye? And then the Jack Black guy was like, he got heavy raging about it. He was like, "It's fucking ridiculous. That's stupid, man. Like you probably heavy get for raging at us." Well, because he just like, it's just
Trying to figure out.
It's just racism because Giacomo was going to Italian name.
I know, but he put his hands up like, "Boys, this is." He just got pure angry about it. I'm like, we're just having a discussion, mate. Calm down. It might be wrong, but at least we're.
I just mean I learned, like, I'm not bad in the kitchen, right? But that is not because of home ec. Home ec was so shit.
That was.
Home ec did not teach me.
I remember
fuck all.
nothing.
Rock buns, mate. You know how to make them? Rock buns.
I don't even know how to make them.
them.
I was like, well, I know this knowledge that I've picked up from this recipe, but they taste like shit, so I'm just going to remove it from my mind.
No, the rock buns were good.
The rock buns.
As
were
long
bad.
as you didn't
Yeah.
follow the recipe,
well,
they'd be
yeah.
like, right, okay.
I was a sport, so I still did.
Only put a spoonful of sugar in. Nah, the whole bag
Fuck
went
it,
in,
mate.
mate. Otherwise, it
Fucking- aye,
tasted like
fucking
absolute shit.
50
Like,
grams in, mate. Fucking.
Genuinely, rock buns like.
No, because
You see if you drank so much water and you felt bloated, eat one of them and it just fucking absorbs it.
No, mate,
It's
it's
so
no,
dry.
no, I remember, but you'd be in the class, right? You'd have all the cooking stuff, and you'd have the bowl where you put all the stuff in. I remember just seeing the mountains of sugar like that. And it's like, and then I remember the teacher would come over like, "Is that one spoon? Is that one spoon? Fucking so?" And you know, aye. Start mixing it in that, so it doesn't look as big. Like, aye, it's definitely. then they taste it. So it's a bit sweet. Fuck. Like,
I know.
I know. That's the
Otherwise, I
point,
couldn't
mate.
fucking eat it.
I regret that fruit salad, but we made that.
Because that was the whole thing. Was they try to like everything they made you make was meant to be like slightly healthy. So even like things like pizza, it was like
Pizza,
pure like
that healthy pizza. Like,
whole
It
wheat.
was such a it was
I remember
struggle,
like
mate.
I remember like my crust was like had like a yellow oily look to it, man. Like it was just a fucking. I
It was
remember
just
that.
shit. It was like it's like they
It was
looked
shite.
at a recipe for a pizza and pizza dough and gone, yes, there's a few bad things, and then we'll just take them out completely,
I think
and
I
we'll see what happens.
The tuna and potato wedges. So, but that
I
was the
think I
worst.
just made the potato
about it.
and wedges. I just left the
I
tuna.
forgot about- Wait, that was probably the best thing I made. I think.
Tuna and
Tuna and
potato
potato
wedges
wedges, no
was the
way,
best thing.
I think
The
so.
potato
Oh,
wedges
wait,
were
man.
alright.
No, I like the
Tuna,
wet. No,
but
no,
the
the
wedges
potato,
alright.
the potato and the tuna and get it fucked, but the wedges were good.
Aye.
No, but I remember like
fucking hate tuna.
people would end up burn. Like I remember like people would keep stuff in the oven too long and it would just burn. Like you'd see the smoke coming out, and then that's when you knew somebody'd fucked it.
No, right. The one period that teacher we spoke about, Miss Fisher. Okay, we've fucking doxed her, but you know, we're not doxed.
It's dead anyway, so
Is she?
aye.
I was about to say that. Did she not
Oh,
die?
do you know who died today? Do you know whose anniversary it is that died?
Who?
It's Thatcher Day, everyone.
Oh, is
Cheers.
that actually?
Thatcher's deed.
Mate, where's Lemmy, mate? But
Ding dong,
ding
Thatcher's
dong,
deed.
the Thatcher's deed. Aye. Oh.
Honk if Thatcher's deed.
Oh, yeah.
Mate, I
Aye,
remember.
yeah.
Did you ever
Speaking of cows that are dead. No.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no, because we.
That's pretty accurate.
No,
she might have been an alright person, but her fucking politics
Did
were
you,
honking.
did you ever see it was like the pair of people like asking, "Oh, what do you think about Thatcher?" And this wee old woman was like, I wouldn't spit in her grave.
Oh,
I
aye,
wouldn't
that-
spit in her
yeah,
grave."
yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus, man, people really don't like this woman. No
I
one,
know,
no, but
I'm fucking like.
the downfall of everyone.
That's why fucking west of Scotland is a shithole. Because it was all like manual labour, shipbuilding and stuff, and she was like, "We'll shut down all the yards and that."
Aye, why?
Don't need it.
I know. That was like the only good thing about this place. Look at it away.
I mean, that's it. They've just spent 600 grand on a fucking statue of two shipbuilders.
Mate, you know I need to drive past that every day, mate.
So
And I need to see
stupid.
those two big bastards with
no offense
sledgehammers.
to the fucking architect or whoever, but like, just no.
No, actually, I was talking to the guys about this in the car, right? The guys I take to work.
Mhm.
I was pretty thinking, right? They spent like 600k on that.
You're gonna get fucking hammered.
I know,
there,
man.
mate.
We need to make it to the
Dazzled,
Jimmy.
That's the
You're
fucking
gonna get hammered,
objective,
man.
boys.
But no, I was saying they spent 600k on the statue, and I was like, you know what they don't have in Inverclyde? They don't have a 10-pin bowling place.
They were fucking anything.
We
No,
don't
no,
have fuck all, man.
We do
No,
have
but can you?
bowls.
I know.
Like the
yeah.
shitty
No,
bowls in the
bowls
way
is- bowls is
Port
fucking
Glasgow.
class, man.
Mate, right,
No, there's tons of bowls.
Man,
There's a
Monte
before,
Carlo's
there's
bowl,
one in
but
Europe,
to me,
there's one in
it's
Greenock.
one in
kind of
Europe,
boring
Europe.
as fuck, man. But no, I'm talking about tin pinball. You know, like Largs and
Aye, but I know.
Largs in Glasgow. Mate, I'd love to have a bar.
I don't think Largs do anymore.
You know?
I think they got rid of that 10-pin bowling. It was the one across.
No, right. I think they've got another one
There
though.
was
they're
one
not-
in Largs, really.
I think they're-
Aye, see,
The Vikingar.
No.
no, it's
See,
across the arcade. mate.
where the ferries
mean?
come in Largs,
Oh shit, yeah.
and then there was the wee Nardinis on the corner.
I think I went to
at
that.
It's
the
across.
Moorings.
You know
and
the
it's
old
across the
arcade?
road
Aye,
from that.
no, it was.
I think it's like a co-op now.
Oh, I
Is it?
forgot about it. No, it's a fucking Costa,
Uh-huh.
and it's a Weatherspoon's place.
Aye.
It's a spoons.
Is the wee? Is the wee? Is the wee?
Paddle steamer.
Is the wee
Uh-huh.
arcade still there? See the wee arcade?
No,
across
no.
the-
Aye, that would.
No,
Aye.
there
Is it?
either. Is
Well,
it
I
there?
thought the arcade was.
No,
the
there's
bowling alley.
another
No,
arcade.
no.
Like,
That was an
on this,
arcade as well,
Yeah,
with the
'cause it was
bowls at the
like-
back.
yeah,
but they
yeah.
also the wee classic one next
There
to
was
the
one
Viking.
beside a Chippy.
Aye,
And it
aye,
had like a mad cunt outside.
aye. The
like, a-
Viking. Aye, that's the
Uh,
Viking like chip shop.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
Aye.
Aye, that's it.
No, but that's what I mean. But they're not like after love bowls. But
Oh,
imagine
okay.
that. Like, you know how they've got the building or not the building. The
Brewery.
bowls. Aye, bowls. Aye.
Aye.
Like that's a sports bar. So I wish I had a sports bar like that had 10-pin bowling and like
Aye.
all the stuff. You know what I mean? Like
See, the thing is, though, right?
it's a shout to the building. They
No,
should do
no
that.
offense to any Largs
Get rid of it.
listeners, right? Largs is a nice place to visit on a sunny day for like a day.
Mhm.
I think I would blow my brains out in Largs if I lived there.
If I lived there, probably.
Yeah.
What's wrong, mate? Really?
There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't think there's enough going on. It's just charity shops.
So like Largs is like an NPC town kind
Like,
of.
okay, our town centre is 50% bookies and Poundlands, but there's a couple of other things.
The pub's not good. The
Aye,
match
it's-
not match.
It's
To say
easy
pub's
enough
not
to get
good.
to Glasgow.
A pub's a pub.
Aye, there's nothing really.
You
Aye,
actually
I get
drink
you,
yourself
man.
into a fucking. I mean, that's what I'm doing on this podcast, but like,
No.
I just think no, I don't know. I think it's a nice place, but it's like
It's
it's
got-
still game episode where fucking Winston moves to Finport.
Is that
And-
Largs?
Well,
No.
I think it's meant to be Largs.
Oh,
it's
it's
the
maybe-
one. It's an actual town.
Aye, right, I got
But
you.
it's that kind of idea. It's like, oh yeah, I used to go on holiday here as a wee boy at Millport.
Aye, Millport.
You know, I used to do. I used to do archery in Largs.
Did you?
Yeah, no, I remember when you used to. Yeah,
Yeah, I
with
did.
the
My,
archery
my
every
dad,
week.
my dad used to take me every Thursday. It was run by a German couple. They were heavy, man. Mate, seeing when you went, I was up at like that. It's a sports centre. Up
That's Aberdeen.
Aye, me man. No, it's
Can't
it,
miss
it was at the back
Aberdeen.
of like Largs. Like it was a sports centre. They had like a golf course there as well.
No,
you know what I'm talking about? It's at the very back
there's,
of Largs.
there's a big fucking massive,
That's
massive.
what it is.
sport.
Aye, so it used to be
I
the
think I
mayor.
played badminton there a couple
Aye,
of times.
so when
I'm up beside the school.
I know it's
I
in
dunno.
like it's in the like
It's,
gymnasium.
it's like before you come into the town, as
Aye.
you turn left.
You keep go. Aye, it's up there. Like I
Mhm.
describe it's been up the back. 'Cause my dad, the football pitch is up there as well. So my dad
There's
used to-
fucking everything up there.
I
man.
know it's a
class.
full. I think
golf
actually,
course, I
you know
think,
who
as well.
funded that
Aye.
by the way? It was a couple that won the lottery.
Oh, really?
Aye,
They-
because they bought that fucking
'Cause
castle as well.
I remember
that,
we were
yeah.
walking and kind of exploring it with my dad, and he said he pointed at one of the signs that that's the couple with their name.
How
That
much they win again?
It was like 200 million or
they
something.
owned. They got
See
a
if you-
castle.
guys, see if you're listening and
Morgan.
you've got any spare money kicking about, gonna give it to
200
me.
million.
Gonna give it to you.
The Jason
Aye, it was a lot,
Foundation,
man. They
The
spent. They got.
Fandanovic fucking.
the Fandan Foundation,
The Fandan donation link.
the foundation.
Put it in the description.
Just send like 50, like
Yeah,
200 subs.
Just send
Imagine they were watching that and they're like, "Oh, we'll give him a million.
Okay.
a million.
Why not?"
I know. No, I was just saying. I know.
I don't even know what I'd do with $1 million right now. I mean, I'd probably buy a house.
I wouldn't. I'd save it. Honestly, God.
Invest
Aye.
it.
But I'm not
Suck
gonna.
my
I'm
meal
not gonna need to
drinks.
buy a house that's more than £1 million.
No, but I
Well,
wouldn't
buy
even.
just an
I'd,
alright
I'd
house.
just buy a normal house. I think.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just buy like an
I wouldn't
average
go
house.
all out
I
and
feel
do
like
it.
I feel
Can't
like
really buy a fucking fancy house, but for like,
See, be honest though, like £1 million isn't actually that much money, even though it is a lot of money. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
It's
you
like
can't really do
it's
a
like
lot
when
that
you
with
put it into like,
certain stuff.
isn't like a
Yeah, you-
Lamborghini like 200 grand, but and that's
250,
it. Like,
that's like
already,
nearly-
I
like,
wouldn't spend on a car.
I wouldn't
See,
either,
as soon
aye.
as you drive a car out of the fucking like showroom, it's like lost like fucking
Oh.
£2,000 worth of value.
I seen
Yeah.
I seen a black Lamborghini going by McDonald's.
Yeah, they're building a fucking Ferrari shop up at Brayhead.
I was like to Jade. I was like, that's a
the
black
fuck?
that's a
Buying
black Lamborghini.
Ferraris?
That was a black
There's a
Lamborghini.
yellow one as well as the Easdales.
Oh, aye.
There's a Maserati that used to cut about up in Guruk.
Mm.
I don't know.
Oh, is that the yellow one you're talking
Blue
about?
one.
Oh, blue.
That's
Right.
the Maserati. It's a
There's somebody who drives
Lamborghini.
a really nice BMW, and it's
I've
like
seen a few Teslas kicking about. No?
Aye,
There's so many
Oh,
Teslas,
mate.
man. There's
there was a post
like
about that on
reading, I
Reddit,
think.
and it's like apparently there's been a lot of upcrease because obviously cars right now, inflation. The people are
It's the crypto bros.
plus it's the fuel that the gas the prices went up, so people are starting to buy electric cars. Obviously, electric cars still cost a lot of money. But,
Why? No, but I think they're see within the next 10 years they'll get a lot more reasonable. That's when I'll buy a car.
Every time.
What's the time? What was it?
especially with the
I forget.
price of fuel.
No, but what? Like how long have we been recording?
It's only been an hour and 11. Still got a wee bit.
Okay,
We'll just keep her going.
Fine. That's fine.
We do have to fucking put it all away, but as well. Man.
Aye, well, aye,
Yeah, that's
doesn't-
fine.
Doesn't take that long.
It's not like there's,
Anyway, back in.
Go on.
We're talking about cars.
Lightning
Tesla's
McQueen, fucking Mater.
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 Oh wait, the Larry the label. Wait,
Larry the Lobster.
Larry the wait. What's that guy's
Who the
name?
fuck's Larry?
The
I
guy
don't
that
know who
plays
Larry is.
the guy that plays Mater. Larry the cable guy. Is that his name?
I don't know. Owen Wilson plays
Mater.
Lightning McQueen.
Mater's the tow truck.
Yeah, Mater's the
No,
wee-
but the actor's name is
Oh.
called Larry the cable
I
guy.
don't have a clue, mate.
He's a he was in the Tooth Fairy 2 movie, mate.
I mean, Tooth Fairy 2.
Aye, like that. What the fuck is
I know
going
who
on?
you're talking about.
See, mate,
You're
he's
just
Fairy
in the
2.
Tooth
You're
Fairy
just
2.
not cultured, mate.
I don't know.
You don't
Larry
remember the
the
first
cable-
Tooth Fairy movie with Dwayne Johnson?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of it. I've never watched it.
Aye,
These are
no.
boring,
But
man.
it's just such a weirdly specific film.
Tooth
Like
Fairy
it's some
had
kind of Oscar-winning
Dwayne The
film.
Rock
The
Johnson.
Tooth Fairy
No, mate,
2.
it was a bit of a shite movie, but it was still one of the movies you go,
Fucking Fred Claus free, mate.
Fred Claus. Oh, mate.
I don't think they made a sequel to that. That was actually a not bad film, to be fair.
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn.
I just know him from Starsky and Hutch. He plays the
He's
mad.
in fucking tons of
He
things.
plays the
man.
mad coke dealer, and he's also in Neighborhood Watch. He plays the mad drunk da.
And Dodgeball, mate.
Oh, Dodgeball as well. Aye. He's in that.
He's in tons, mate. Internship.
You never watched that either, mate.
Never
Come
seen
on.
Dodgeball?
White Goodman,
Oh, what-
mate.
Oh.
WIHT.
5 D's of dodgeball. Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge.
No, actually, you want to know my favourite scene from that movie? It's seen they're in the mad club and I have you like squaring up with the
Global Gym.
It's seen he starts saying the names. It's like, this is Taser, Blazer, Phaser. It just he's always just shouting names. Michelle. It's like massive,
It's a big
black
massive guy.
And then it's like,
This is Michelle.
and this was a new member, and it's just this mad Russian.
oh, with the
fucking-
unibrow.
the buck teeth and the unibrow like that, and she's a mad like assassin with a ball.
Oh,
on.
yeah.
He's like, is that guy still alive? Fucking hits him over on that. I know that.
No, it's such a good film.
Aye.
See the one, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. He's just in the wheelchair chucking
No,
wrenches
mate,
at
actually, do you know the wee guy with the black hair? He's
Aye.
he's quite a common actor. Actually, he's one that plays Alvin the Chipmunk with voice. Aye. But anyway, there's a scene in that where like he's doing gymnastics and he's got the big massive
Aye.
bird. And
Oh, I know it's cheerleading now.
and she goes like that to him. I'm not wearing any panties, and then they fucking like
Aye, he
lifts
does
her
that,
up,
lifts it up,
and it
and
just
his arms
falls.
just
It
fucking
falls
go
on him,
up.
and then it's just him like struggling, like she's just sitting on top of him, just like he's struggling to breathe. It's awful,
Fuck's
man.
sake.
Dodgeball's a fucking good film.
I know you should watch that if you're not. Pete the Pirate, mate. Can I beat him?
You're not a fucking pirate, Pete.
Then he goes off on a sad one and
If
people are
you're walking through Vegas,
getting my views. You fucking pirate. Nah, what a mental.
milkshake chucked on him.
Oh, aye, what a mental movie, by the way.
Dodgeball's a good game as well.
Dodgeball's fun.
game?
Oh wait, in real
wait,
life.
aye,
And then
Right, no, okay.
Primary
Nah.
school.
I thought you meant like it's an actual game like on
The-
Steam or something.
the game of the
probably
movie.
is, to be honest.
Aye, no.
I know. No, wait. I was.
See when you got that in PE, that was like, oh,
That's the best thing ever, mate. Like,
Aye,
It was
aye,
fun,
that's-
man.
their own big.
No, what game I loved
Balls.
actually? See the one where you'd be the benches in each corner, and it was a team,
Oh yeah.
and the
Aye.
ball was in the middle, and you'd have to they'd shout. I'd be either like colours or numbers. It'd be like 1 in 5
I
or
mean,
something, or 1 in 4 or whatever, and it would just be like two. They need to fight and try and.
I've got to
score.
give an honourable mention at this point to the fucking BB,
Oh, here we go.
because this was a common game at the BB. You wouldn't have known, but you would have.
Mm.
Fucking Big Mojo.
Oh
Used
my-
to play this game. He was the master of it.
Mate.
The 1s and 2s.
Oh no.
It's fucking good though. Yeah, you'd have like the table set up and the ball, and it was like you had to basically score
Mate.
into the.
I'm not
Other
gonna. I know.
person's-
See, like school dodgeball, that was like all right, but seeing you done dodgeball in our BB, mate, it was fucking ruthless, mate.
Oh,
There was no mercy, man. They literally took their whole week anger out on us, man. Like,
Mate, no, see British Bulldog.
Oh, that was.
I was good at that,
Mate.
by the way. Weirdly, really good.
Oh yeah, no,
Bulldog was
I
fun.
was good at because I was like, see when it was like I was one of the bigger ones, right?
Yeah, he was.
So they used to target me, but I used to just go fucking full pelt into them.
Mate, we dog.
I was
charge.
genuinely a
'Cause, like,
fucking charging
He
bull.
was actually like the size he is kind of now, and like we were all fucking still tiny, man. But like everyone, they would all aim for him,
Get Jethro,
and it was
man.
like, I get Jethro,
Get fucking Jethro.
and then he you know,
I
like,
just fucking eye one of them
No,
up and run.
no. You know, in Attack on Titan with the fucking armored Titan, mate, which is sprinting,
Aye.
mate. It was like him, mate, and they were all trying to drag him down in that. It was like, it was all.
Just fucking shrugging
I
them
mean,
off.
mate, I was.
It kept getting banned. Like they kept banning Bulldog in our school. And we kept
yeah.
changing
Oh, yeah,
the
no.
name. It become fucking Octopus and fucking all these things, man.
Wait,
Like
Ghosties.
Ghosties, that's
No,
the,
wait,
that's
we
the
loved
main
it, but
one, yeah.
when I done it, man, I was heavy, like just pure like manoeuvring, man. Like you'd have to just get to this other side of the thing, and I just like you'd be getting in there, they'd be pushing off you, and you'd just be sliding them off you. Like
Aye.
you had
I
to
know,
put a
it's
shot.
fucking ruthless,
I
man. You'd
know.
get like buttons
thought
ripped
that was
off your
dodgy.
shirt and stuff. It was like
Another dodgy
It's a
day.
fucking good game, though.
Another dodgy game was Battleships.
What even? What
You
does
remember
that-
this?
I remember it, but I don't know what happened.
Right, so pretty much like the hall was split in half with the chairs facing upwards, so you can't see everyone on each side, and everyone just picks a position on the floor, like lying flat, and your face is upwards. And what you do is somebody in that side will get a ball and chuck it, and hopefully it hits somebody.
Aye.
oh, I think I mind that
And
actually.
if it hits you, then you're out. And remember, it was mate. They didn't use a wee like shitey light ball you get in school, mate. They used this big fucking bastard, and it would see it slam the floor, mate. You'd hear it go, "Pow!" And then see if it landed next to your head or something. You're like, oh my days, man. Or it hit you in the. You weren't allowed to move, by the way. Yeah, if it hit you in the balls, mate, that was you. You get hit in the
I
balls.
just remember. Oh no. Oh, sorry. Go on.
And
Then.
I was just fucking
Okay.
sweet.
I know you were gonna say Arrow Roulette,
Aye,
weren't you?
Arrow
Yeah.
Roulette, I was literally
So
saying
I was
Arrow.
watching Grown Ups last week because they just put it on Netflix.
Oh,
They put two of them on.
yeah, they
did
put
not?
both of them on.
I mean, Jade
Um,
watched that actually.
But I know fucking Arrow Roulette. No, I was gonna say I remember though you'd come on a Friday night to BB, and it was fucking 7:30 or whatever it started, but you'd turn up at like 20 past.
Yeah.
And that first 10 minutes before
Oh.
the session started or whatever, it was just
Awesome.
all the older guys. Just like, they'd stick a few balls out so you could play football or whatever.
Ah,
And
football.
mostly would sit chatting, but these older guys, you'd come in, you're like a fucking 12-year-old or something, and there's like 18-year-olds. That was like the range when you got into the company section.
Oh my god.
And I just mind the entirety of that first 10 minutes was them like with these like inflatable balls, just absolutely scudding them up and down the hall, just trying to pick off the smallest guy.
Mate, they'd kick them. They'd actually do like a
It wasn't even
full-on
like dodgeball.
goalie.
It was just literally just we were just fucking boot
no,
the
no.
ball
Like,
at
I
these
know
wee
you
guys.
try and like they literally do like a full on like goalie punt. Like it's hard, like you see in videos, people punt them like they'd actually just try and do it as hard as. And some of them, mate, wasn't some of them like actually like footballers, mate? So actually like good technique, mate. So
No,
they just go
they,
like,
were, they were also 6 years older.
aye, that as well, mate. Fucking man strength. The ball would just go, pew, and if it hit your head, mate, you got a concussion,
brain
man.
dead.
Like you'd
Aye,
literally be sitting for the next 2 hours with like a big red circle where your face used to be.
I maybe was ruthless, man. Like some of the games you done, I probably loved it, but like,
Oh no, it's
it eventually got a bit kind of like you just done like boring shit. But like that first like 2-3 years was fucking, like, probably the best, I'd say.
Yeah, see, but the thing is that then you became the ball punter. That's the progression. You're about to hit some wee guy and you go, wait, hold
leveling
on,
Aye.
I'm them now. Oh,
mate.
well,
You know what was
just
mate,
carried on.
Remember the rope with the shoe on it? Yeah, you had to. this was
Oh,
at this
yeah.
was what Halloween. There's more games I'll tell you about.
It was like helicopter or whatever.
Aye, aye. So everyone stands in a circle in the. Obviously, I think it was.
Was helicopter again. I feel like I've
Like
played
the
helicopter.
like usually do that skipping over something, but you spin it round basically in a circle and
Aye.
you've got to jump over it.
Oh wait, okay. Aye.
But they
And
had,
if it hits you in the ankle, then
aye,
you're out.
but they had this big boot on it or some shit. They had some big fucking brown shoe, mate. It was quite sore to hit you. So it was like a bunch of us in a circle, man. And I think it was like that. What was the big guy? Just Jojo.
Mojo.
Mojo. He would be the guy in the middle, man, just starting to.
Jojo.
I can't remember his name.
Anime.
But he starts spinning it, man, and you're just like, oh, it's all nice and easy. Mate, see by the end of it, man, the fucking thing's up to your neck.
It's
So you
like,
have to-
it's like up here and it's going about
So, like,
45 miles an
So
hour.
some people were like having to go in and then go back in and start ducking it, and then they'd bring it back down and then start just doing this, and then eventually it would hit either your ankles, mate, at full force, or it hit your side, or maybe hit in the
See, and
face.
see if there was a wee guy still in and it caught them in the leg and it just took their legs away
Oh,
from
right,
them.
because it'd wrap. You know how like if somebody chucks something at your legs, it'll wrap round.
Yeah,
if it
yeah,
hit
yeah.
you, it would,
Lasso.
I would literally
Like
like.
a bowler from
Because
fucking
Mojo was
Ark,
at a
mate.
pure like tank man, so he would just keep going, and he'd probably catch somebody and just pull them, and then they'd just fall. I know the games, and I
remember the one from the game that was popular in Moorfoot at the time. I think it got banned pretty quickly for some reason.
What
Was
was it?
Octos.
What was that again?
Leo might remember it as well. Octos.
Yeah, I know when you
Yeah,
pure
yeah.
fucking do that and try and
It's-
it was like the same as
what was it?
Bulldog.
It's
but
kind
you'd,
of
like,
like Bulldog, but just tag. It's the same rules as Bulldog, but you don't tackle them to the ground. You just have to catch them.
Aye, it was. But you'd,
So you go from one end of the playground to the other
It's
end
exact
of the playground.
same, yeah.
it's
Exact-
exact
aye,
same.
yeah, yeah.
Wait, was this? Did you play
that's
this?
octopus when I was mentioning octopus. That's the exact
Aye,
same
we
thing. he's
called
on
it. We
about.
called it Octos.
It's funny how like different schools had the exact same game
Yeah.
modes, but like
See, to be honest, we
There's,
probably
like, no
took it
relation.
from U's and called it Octos.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Or U's took it
But it's
from us.
like-
I think it was called
It's
something
weird.
like
Like
Octopus.
how would that like spread between schools though? Like
Just like what somebody's got a cousin
That's
in
the
one.
point.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. We had such a deadly version of King of the Hill. Like we actually had an actual deadly version of that, right? So I'll explain. So see, you've been to like Murphy, right? So you know the wee
Yeah.
tiny hills, right?
Aye.
See in like snow time and that, people would
Yeah,
literally have King of the Hill, and you'd literally be launching. You'd grab people and be launching them off the hill, and you'd actually mate. See the surface? It was pure hard grass, you know, like pure football grass.
Aye, King of the Hill was fucking
Fucking
great,
lethal, man. Like anybody would be getting chucked, and if you're a big guy, man, you'd be hoping you'd have to get like 2 people to try and. But then not just that hill. See the hill that's over
The
the
biggie.
the entrance, mate. No.
No, oh, that one. No.
Oh,
mate,
you're the one you're
That right. So that wee the
That's
one
like a fucking 90-degree
mate.
drop.
Oh mate. So that the other wee hill is kind of like fair enough. It's a decent drop. I mean, it's probably like a fucking 5 foot.
But
drop.
the thing is, right, like you could cheat with that hill. You could get kind of knocked down and climb back
Climb
up.
back
This
up.
one, if you get knocked down, you're down.
dead, mate, man. No, but like some people hit some bad like. Some people have done like front flips, like when they get chucked off that like heavy, you know what I mean? And when you hit it, you rolled all the way down. Kind of like that, you know. Remember the hill? It's a good Ewan story here. Remember when you?
Yeah, the fucking Glen.
Mate, I thought he was going to die, man. To be
I
honest,
thought
right?
he did die. Like,
There's literally a hill
I thought he died as well.
at Matt's, and the hill like it's so steep, but like Ewan, what did he try and do?
did a fucking barrel roll down it for
Yeah.
no reason.
No, he started running, did he not? And then
No, he rolled down it.
did he?
Aye,
Oh, right,
because
did he?
he was sitting there and he tanned the bottle of Sewers.
Oh my days!
and we were
mate.
like, mate, you've tanned that so quick.
And he was fucking it. He was falling all over the place.
And then he just fucking sits there and
Then he just went. "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa,"
Aye.
and-
And mate, and you see the head, you hear it snap back and hit the thump on the ground.
I thought he died, mate.
And mate, I thought he was brain
He
dead. I
had
was like,
glasses on as well, man. Could have poked him in the eye.
I remember that. Oh mate, that was.
Then he fell down the stairs, like the actual concrete
Aye.
stairs.
I know.
And I was like, right, you've definitely like broken your shin or something, mate. And it just
Aye,
somehow
well, aye.
invincible, but
I
I know.
know, because I remember, see that hill you were talking about in our primary school?
Mm.
I remember there was a certain people who joined in like P6,
Mm.
who used to give out money. You know what I'm talking about. Right?
oh yeah,
yeah, used to give money and chewing gum.
Give me
Yeah,
dispenser.
this wasn't even King of the Hill. He just rolled down that hill, but he broke his arm
That's right.
under his own body weight.
That is right. I know.
he broke his arm.
He broke his
His own
arm.
body weight as
Yeah,
well,
no,
like,
because he was just lying in like a
like-
crumpled heap with his arm tucked underneath him, and I think he managed to break his arm. Then
Oh.
in like P6 or something, I just remember this is something that sticks in my mind. Is just seeing him at the bottom of the hill, and we were all just like looking like, is he all right? He just wasn't moving.
Mate, fucking primary school was such a mad like. Ours was especially quite like I don't know. It was just kind of mental, man.
Yeah, there were a few things. I mean, there's a guy who was in our primary school. I think went to induction days and never went to our high school.
Aye.
But he's currently in Australia, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate.
I met him once in induction day. and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that
He was in our class for induction
I
days.
can't
Yeah.
remember what you're talking
Think how different school
He
would
had
have
the
been if he
same
was there, man.
surname as me.
Isn't
Like his surname,
Yeah.
my surname is his first name.
Aye.
Aye, that's mate. He's in Australia right now. He's probably got a mad Aussie accent.
You would now, probably, 100%.
Yeah. Because I mean, there was somebody in our school left, went down to England for a couple of years and came back. Well,
Oh,
they,
wait.
yeah, they just had a completely different accent.
Mate, she would batter everybody, mate.
The guy.
Was it,
Whoa.
no. There was a she left, but like there was a person that used to batter everybody. She was a lassie.
No, I mean,
Why-
somebody went down, and I remember they came back up for like a week to see us all.
Did you go to high school?
I don't even know what you're
Ellie.
talking about. Who?
Ellie. Remember she
Oh,
was
wait, yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is that who you're talking about?
No.
No.
Because she would batter
I'm talking
everyone.
about
Aye, she
Hannah.
was fucking huge.
That's weird.
I
Hannah?
don't think she was like
Do you remember?
20
You
and
don't
Aye,
remember?
fucking piece of
Hannah what?
Aye.
I don't know her second name. No, it was
fucking
Hannah.
dumb.
I mean, she was in like up to P4.
I confused me,
P3.
man, because she was in.
I
our
see. I was always in
primary
a
school,
different class from you. I
and it
think.
was like, yeah.
What in primary school?
Uh-huh.
No, like you're in like the same.
Yeah, no, but there was always two classes.
Aye, there was. I always too.
I was
I
always
guess.
another one.
Aye, that's true. 'Cause I didn't really see until like primary, like 6 or something.
I think there was like the
five.
occasional year we'd be in the same class.
Aye,
and
it was the same
like,
in maths
changed.
because like we didn't because it just used to be like me, Cam, and Jack Moyle, and then and Josh actually he kind of like started hanging out with us, and then we were kind of like pals with Max and Jack as well, and then it was kind of like I don't know, we were kind of like mutual, and then eventually obviously we became better friends.
I
at the
mean,
end of
there
it.
was one fucking year, and I was so raging because there was always like so many people. There was like, I don't know 60 pupils in our year in primary school,
Aye.
and the most that I think they were legally allowed to have like was like 31 in a class or something. So there was 2 classes, like for each year group. I just remember there was one fucking year. I was like, it didn't really matter most of the years. Most of the years that like, both teachers were sound.
Aye.
There was one year actually 2 of the teachers ended up hooking up between the 2 classes.
That was so cringy, mate. Jesus,
really?
seeing I look back at it now, it's so bad, mate. So
No,
bad.
I mean, yeah. And one of them was married.
Aye, it
Really?
No, like it became a pure fantasy. Like
I think a
love.
janitor found them in a cupboard, and that's
Wait,
how they
really?
get outed. But everyone kind of knew
We
they
got
kind
fired,
of
but
No.
one of them get told to leave.
No, it's weird. Like
But the one that had been there for years get told to stay.
no, it's weird. Like I feel like
was allowed to
weirdly
stay.
it manifested because like we like heavy the students like feel like we created this weird
See-
like thing between them, and then it's just
it
happened.
actually happened.
It's weird
Yeah.
because we all thought, oh, like Mrs. Cameron.
See,
and we're like,
to be honest though,
eventually happened.
I think it was already happening. I think it was just so fucking blatantly obvious that even a primary school kid could pick up on it.
Maybe I probably like I thought that was mental. Like when
But there was 1 year though. I think it was the year before that. It was primary 4, and I remember I was in a P45 composite class, and there was like 10 of us. P4, 10 P4s in like a class, but 20 P5s.
yeah,
It was so shit. Like I remember fucking
AP5s man, jeez oh.
like yous were in the other P4, and I remember your fucking topic was Harry Potter.
Wait, what was P4 like teachers again?
You had
Mr.
Miss Hill.
Fox? Was it Fox?
No, that was P6. That was Mr. Fobbs or whatever he was got. Mr.
No, it's Fox. The guy's name was Mr. Fox. Was it
Mr.
not?
Fox. It was Mr. like Folds.
Folds. Right, it was Folds.
That was
Right,
it.
that's right.
That was P6. But no, P4 you had Miss Hill. Did you have Miss Hill? There might have been 3 actually that year because there was only like 10 of us.
Wait, no. Are you? Wait. No, because primary 5 was like.
Primary 5 was
No. Primary 5 was Mr. Folds, and primary 6 was
no,
Miss Gordon.
primary 7 was Miss Gordon. Primary
Oh,
5.
fuck, I know.
Primary
Wait,
5 was the 2 shaggers.
I'm forgetting there's 7. I know.
Primary 5 was the 2
you're
shaggers.
right. So,
Nameless shaggers.
I know because primary 3 and 4 was kind of like them two, like for like 2 years. I'm pretty sure. I don't know who was after that.
No. Primary 3 was no. It was primary 4. I think you had. There was 2 classes or 3
It
classes.
was Mr. Folds primary 4, wasn't it?
No,
Was it not?
no. I swear it was like Miss Hill. You had.
I mean, I did
And I
have
had-
Miss
I
Hill.
had-
No,
I
I
had
don't
some-
remember
Yeah,
her.
and I had somebody else, and you were doing like Harry Potter. I thought we were doing like fucking Jacobites. I was like, that is so shit compared to your class, man.
I can't even remember. Like Miss Hill was put into like PE. She probably loved PE. She was like a pure PE. Like I think she actually
fucking
was
have her.
training to be like a personal trainer or something because
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
pure like loved PE man. Like she
I
was,
had some mad shiter. I can't remember what they were called.
I know. I'm trying. Was it Miss? Was it
I can't
Miss
remember her name.
McKelvey
man.
or something like that?
No, that
That's
was
primary
that was
3.
P5.
P5. I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting all the teachers. No, like because Miss Hanson was primary 2, and then it was
I had
Mr.
Miss Hands in
Campbell.
P3.
P3 was Mr. Campbell, and that was it not?
P5.
Was it?
You had Mr. Campbell and I had Miss McKelvey. But they were
No. I didn't have Mr. Campbell. I had Miss McKelvey.
Oh, you had Miss McKelvey. I also had Miss McKelvey, but they were shagging so much that it,
So that's primary
Yeah, I mean-
5, and then primary 6 was Mr. Folds in that, wasn't it?
I don't know. Primary 6, Mr. Folds. I had
And then
Mrs.
primary
Mrs.
7,
Waddle.
Miss Gordon, Mr. Phelps. Mr. Phelps lives down the road for me.
Aye, yeah.
He's sound. He's
Mrs. Waddle.
Mrs.
Like that just went
Aye.
in my brain there. Like,
Miss-
Like fucking Mrs. Canny breathing, Mrs.
Mrs.
Canny
Waddle.
see. It's like
I
the
mean-
nickname.
oh.
No, that's actually her name.
No,
It's
wait,
not- it's not
Mrs.
even like
Waddle
a,
was her name.
it's not even like is like a nickname. It's like she like walks like she shat herself
Yeah,
or something.
that's what I was
No,
thinking.
like,
Did I tell you,
that
there's
was
another
just her
scene-
her
scene-
name.
I don't know if you remember this person, but she had like pure like blonde kind of like Jaime hair, and she was a bit kind of short. And I remember like she was like kind of
In
the
Clive View.
she was like assistant person. No, in our school when we were through it. And I remember like some wee lassie like hurt herself or something like that. Or I can't remember. It was something like, or maybe somebody stole something.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we went up to the teacher and were like, right, this person stole something. And she just turned it dead eyes straight, like looked at us and went, I think I really gave a fuck. Like what happened? Like what happened to them? Don't even joke me. She just said that. Like, dang, I give a fuck. What happened to you?
Oh,
And I-
I'm sorry, I've just fucking.
And I just
peaked the
me
mic there.
me and
Oh, it's fucking funny. Man.
me and Jaime just looked at each other like, all right.
See, we've heard that there was things like that. I mean, that accidentally.
Nah, Mum, Doug.
The
No,
guys from
no, no,
Christmas
no.
past. Yeah.
I know, fucking. I mean, there's like I don't know what primary school, primary it was, but there was one of the like assistant teachers, took the swimming club, like for Inverclyde for the area,
Oh, it was that again, man.
and there was somebody in my class was in that, right, and I mind that like as a joke booted them in the balls, because that's what you did when you were that age.
Actually, wait, no, it was quite sus about the swimming thing. I remember that, right? Everyone used to go
And
swimming.
she was just
Mate.
there, and it was like, you've injured one of my athletes. Go to the head teacher.
No, mate.
It's
People,
like,
people,
oh.
mate, I don't know
Those
if
are goody two shoes.
people
as
used
well.
to try and take your fucking trunks down, mate. No,
Oh,
mate, they
yeah,
did, mate.
Oh,
See
done
under,
what?
no, see underwater, mate. People would come up. You know, like, you get DKeg and that, right?
Oh,
People would-
because you had to do that in primary
Because
school,
you had
didn't
you had swim trunks got to be shitty fucking tie hang, right? So it didn't always
Aye.
look pure tight, so it was heavy just kind of floating on your arse. So like when people would come up and just try and fucking shimmy them down, man, quick, and then
Right.
you'd heavy hat already. So
You were there. I don't know. Were either of you there for? You were there because you were in the same fucking room as me. But
Right.
activities week in S3,
It was me and Andrew.
It
We were
was
in-
me and
think
him.
we
I
went
don't
to
think we
Yeah,
we
no.
ever went
He
to
he was in
I
my.
was there. I know.
Yeah, he
Just
was
like
me and
the
you get a
Germany
fucking
one or whatever.
private room to ourselves, man. Like,
I can't say it's hard. I'm trying to remember.
because
Paris right now,
everyone
but
else get put in like a room of 8, and it was just like you two in this room.
Mate, we fucked up with that hotel so bad, man. Used to
Oh,
run
mate,
up and
that was the one that Jacobo got the sign from to put in that locker.
Johnny's locker.
Yeah, no,
I
he
was
got it.
talking
They
about
don't, they
Wait,
don't,
what was the sign?
they
No,
got,
you were away for a pee. I forgot.
they got the sign.
Oh,
No, they got
right.
the signs from the border. Did they not?
No, they would literally they were jumping up and ripping them out the roof in the hotel.
Right. No, but I think there was something that they stole from the border. I remember.
Probably.
That was
From
just
the border.
because
Stole from the
it had French on it. That's why they stole it.
Aye,
So they stole it, put it
And
in the
sortie or
not in the
whatever.
locker, but they just stole it
Yeah.
to keep it.
for the meme.
But I know, like,
But no, I just remember that it was like whatever French or I don't know why this was a thing, but like when we went to like this swimming pool like water park place. It wasn't really a water park. They had like 2 flumes.
already, man.
It
Oh
was
my
like it was
God.
like the Parisian waterfront, man. Like there was 2 flumes in it,
I know what you're gonna say. I think.
and this like what they made you wear though.
Yeah, I know that was what I knew. It was
Skin
gonna be
tight, like
Oh,
speedos,
yeah,
and we
speedos,
all
aye,
had like
yeah,
we
yeah.
were all just looking at each other like, look at my cock.
Wait,
Why are
why
you
did
looking
they
at my
have
cock?
to make you wear them?
I think it was just a rule in.
I'm not
like,
gonna lie, mate.
France or
Right, yeah,
whatever.
I was just gonna say, if you're a
Is that-
pedo, mate, that's the best place to go. Mate. I'm
Philly?
not gonna lie.
Wait, was that public? Just a public?
Mate, it was the PE teachers that took that trip as well. So for all we know, that's why.
Mate, it was sus, mate. It was
But
so
no,
sus.
I
There was no reason really.
it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a thing though, because I remember I used to like my mom's partner used to work out in Brussels, so I spent a lot of time sort of out there.
I remember you were all constantly there.
Oh yeah,
man.
like every summer or like Easter holidays, we went out to visit him firstly, and then you obviously we were kind of just living like in a flat as if you were living there.
Yeah.
So you'd go into like day trips and stuff, but then there were like, there's a swimming pool up there, like a public swimming pool, and we went up. They were like that. He had no, it's got to be the pure skin tight stuff. And I'm sure I came out in like actual trunks. And they're like, no.
What
But
a
then-
shite rule.
And it's
But
shite,
no,
innit,
but
and
not
it's
only that, right? Because
Right.
it was skin tight when we were in France.
Mm.
But they said you need to wear one of the wee fucking Smurf hats as well.
Oh, the caps.
oh, the
caps,
swimming
really?
caps, mate.
Already, man.
Why?
Why would you do that unless you have long hair?
Mate, I would
mate?
refuse to go in, mate.
I had a number 2 all over. I was practically bald anyway.
Aye, you're probably I can
Oh,
get
you
lost.
were
Right, you
it's
were
like-
just bald as you.
Like I was bald until about second year, and I decided, oh wait, my hair can grow. I think I left high school, and now I've decided, oh yeah,
Aye, because your hair was always quite like
Your
curly,
hair
even
was
though it was
always
short.
so short, man.
It was
Aye.
just short curly hair, like just like.
it's just
Mate,
it's just like thick
Actually,
and
mate,
wavy. That's
my haircut used to be heavy, just like head shogged up, man. I
remember the first
Aye,
time I
you
see it.
used to this like short at the
Aye.
sides and up
I
at
was
the
mate,
top.
I was well into my punk shit, man.
So it's
2000s, mate.
fucking Bart Simpson.
It was Bart Simpson.
Skater boy shit, man.
Just like walks into the barber's, holds up a photo of Bart Simpson. I want this, please.
Nah, mate, I was just mate. I used to just take a tub of gel, mate, and just fucking skive it in there, man. No, I wish it was that. I mean, there was no like
Sonic.
special wavy shit. It
Oh,
was just like dang up there. Aye, the swimming place. But when we had to go to Paris, like I don't know, I just
It was a
so,
good trip, but that was just a bit weird.
It was just so uncomfortable, mate. I just felt like so exposed, mate.
Mm-hmm.
My wee pecker, man. And amongst it all, man. What the fuck?
And
Yeah,
amongst
it
the
is.
swimming
You
pool.
genuinely you sit
And it's
in
like
the-
it's not like I'm not like it's not like you can just not like see it. It's just everyone's
You're
just.
just walking about.
Because
It's like,
it was the
I'm just
prime age for like body dysmorphia
And it was also,
and
like-
all that.
it was also,
so
like,
you were sitting
wait, what
thinking,
about the
is my
teachers,
cock
though?
smaller than
No,
other
so I
people's?
mean,
I
no,
don't know.
There wasn't just it was like fucking old men there, like heavy fucking bulges out. You know what I mean?
like that's.
It, was
You'd be
just, it, was,
sitting
it, literally, it wasn't even like a water park. A water park is complimenting it. It was like a public swimming pool with 2 flumes. It was the waterfront.
And
Aye,
here's-
after thing,
and-
like after grown
no, it's
up,
weird.
like,
Like I'm thinking like
basically.
changing rooms and that.
No,
like,
it wasn't that.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
what I'm
it was indoors, and
That's
it had
even
2
worse.
Aye,
flumes.
like I'm thinking like changing rooms and that. I don't mind that,
Yeah.
but it's like you're just I don't know. It was just
I know what you
weird,
mean.
mate. Like I just
Right.
felt like it was, and people look pure. Some people didn't have that. We tried to be hangman get the long like speedo ones.
Yeah.
Some people had the fucking skivvy
Aye,
ones.
You're like
where your
actual
ar-
like Y fronts.
Aye, we've got your arse out, and it's like, mate, I feel just so like, what are we doing here?
Like we may as well have been at the speech because like for all the difference it would have made.
I know, like, I just, nah. Like, Paris was good though.
It was a good trip overall, but that was just the only like kind of
Didn't somebody sneak? It was a bottle of Bucky on it. No,
at the start. I'm sure it was. I'm sure
Yeah,
it was
somebody had-
Hamish.
was it him?
I'm sure Hamish had like a bottle of bottle of
A
water.
bottle of bucket.
No, I thought
No, it was a
was it
bottle
not
of water.
Elliot? Elliot had
Maybe
something.
Elliot.
I thought he had vodka or
Yeah, no,
Bucky
it
or
was-
something.
it was
What
like
year
a
was
wa-
this?
It was third year.
When we went to the thing,
Fucking hell,
I
man.
know, mate, they were on it, mate. I
It was,
like,
it was like a 2 liter bottle of water, but it wasn't water. It was vodka or something like that, or like watered
Aye.
down vodka, but it was something allegedly.
I know. I can't even remember. See much of Paris. I can't really remember the rest of it. To be honest. What, what else
The
did,
only thing I can remember
what else
is
did we do? I can't even remember. Other than the swim
went to
part.
Paris.
I
Went
will.
up the Eiffel Tower.
Oh no, wait, because I remember like we went at the Eiffel Tower. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Disneyland. We bought fucking Star Wars masks at Disneyland.
Oh mate,
I've still got my Stormtrooper.
I've still got my. It's
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren. I've still got mate. I used to actually. That's a good story, man.
Mhm.
The fucking the Darth Vader mask. We that the Dave McPherson's.
Didn't we first one that mask?
We used to have such
What?
banter with this mask. It's just something that's said, but we used to just take the piss out of
Why
it.
would that?
Oh, it's just something pure stupid. I don't know. No, it's just like it's one of them like sleepover part. It's just pure
Ah, yeah,
shit.
yeah,
like
yeah.
and right now, if I say it, it's just gonna be like it's
Nah,
not right.
that is-
It's heavy ridiculous, man.
I can't imagine. But no,
Um,
that was a good trip overall.
I know.
Activities week was good.
Did you go anywhere? No.
Nah, we went to like me and Andrew and like Ewan and I
Like
went
coast to coast? Yeah, coast to
Coast
coast.
Was that not? Was
That's
that?
what-
Wait, no. Did we not do that the next year? Was it not like
No, that
Fun
was
World?
we did Paris. That was like the last year for us because then it was exams the next year.
Was it?
That was the whole point of activities. It was like
think
get
we-
all the
we
wee
done coast to
fannies out
Oh
of
no,
the
because
school.
we didn't do it the year before that. Did we not?
I went to Malaga.
Malaga. I
Oh, that was
thought
one of
I
It was
remember.
literally me and Max McLean, and then like nobody else we knew. I think. And
Really?
then well, there was like a few girls from our year, but then the rest. But we were just like, fuck it, it'll be sunny.
I know. No, I remember.
It was a
I
good
remember
laugh.
we went to Fun World. Was that part of the Paris thing? No, at the start.
Fun World was the start of Coast
No,
to Coast.
yeah,
it was
Coast
like
to
the
Coast.
first week you could go. You went to Fun World. And
We
then
went- no, but
I
we-
think you might have done coast to
went-
coast like first year.
We went to that at some point. Was that not like third year or second year? And then you done like the thing in fourth. Was it fourth year you done the like the Paris thing or the what's it called?
No, it was
Activities week.
third year.
Oh,
No,
was it?
because activity. The whole point of activities
Aye,
week, it was
for
like
example.
first or third year because it was
Uh,
like get all the wee fannies out the school so that people doing exams can concentrate and
Yeah,
not be
yeah.
like pure some wee guy screaming outside the exam hall.
Aye, that's right. Aye, they get.
Aye, that was the whole like purpose of
Right,
it.
so what did we do at Coast to Coast? And you went to Fun World, then what?
went to Fun World, and then on the Tuesday you went to
You know-
Edinburgh.
yeah, I was going to go to Edinburgh, go to
Oh,
like
because
Camera
we
Obscura
done
and
the
stuff.
we dungeons. We done the dungeons.
Edinburgh
Dungeons.
Dungeons, and then no. Tuesday was M&D's actually.
That's right, mate. Oh, that's right. Because we done
The
that.
fucking
Oh,
shite
mate, the
roller
see the donuts, but with the
warm
the
little
dip,
tiny
mate.
donuts.
That's class. But then anyway, we were talking about this about M&D's. That one ride that gives you a concussion.
Yeah, it does. Nah, it does.
And it's made of like shitey wood that looks like it'd fall
Yeah.
apart.
Fucking-
But doing this, like you'd be like do, and you come off and you're like, right, geez, oh.
I remember everyone kept saying it like, oh, it actually was, and I was like, okay, we'll test it.
Oh, wait.
Fucking,
I remember,
Awful.
see, you know how they had the big wheel, mate? I can't remember who it was, but it was like me, David, and somebody else. And I remember like we were I know. I remember we
Just
were.
mentioned his name about 6 times. this
Aye, David will
podcast.
probably know who it is, but I remember we were heavy shaking it, man, and he was fucking shitting it, mate. We were jumping up and down and shaking it, and it was going, and he was brought out. So I fucking stop. He's probably like getting pure rage and that. I was laughing, but it was just, and you can spin it, you can do that thing when we kept just going,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
hey.
I mind my first year activity we went to, it was the Valkenburg trip.
Okay,
Which
oh,
was- I think it was me. There was tons of us went. I can't remember who was all there. The one thing I remember, so Valkenburg is just like a wee town in Holland, like in the
Yeah.
Netherlands.
oh, I'm going to Netherlands next month.
Oh, nice.
Shout out.
oh, yeah,
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Oh.
Go to a wee cafe in
Um,
Amsterdam.
I'm going for the museums, like, actually, but
I had the fucking sex museum.
the Sex Museum,
Sex
the
Museum,
Anne
you're
Frank
there.
Museum, and obviously there's a couple of things I'm going to do.
That's quite a contrast.
Definitely not smoking any fucking
The
green.
fucking
Nah.
sex museum and the Anne Frank museum.
You can't really go to Amsterdam without smoking green, but you have to at least like test out their fucking green probably.
It's like, do you do buckets in here? Not
Just
shrooms.
in the fucking gift shop of the Anne Frank
not- I'm
museum.
not-
Full sorry.
I'm not quite as cultured or truffles, man. Aye, I'll be out in amongst all that, man. Get on. I'm not.
I only just
Ah.
realised that this is changed colour.
What do you mean change
It was
colour?
red, wasn't it?
This is the podcast colour. It's always
Mate, you're
been the podcast
colourblind.
colour.
See that thing we done with Max today? You've went colourblind from that, you know what I
How
mean?
funny was
That
that?
was- Did you see that, by the way, in the chat?
What?
Like, Max sent a video of a lassie and, like, throughout the whole video, her hair changed colour. But then, like, yeah,
He messaged the chat, but
yeah, and then he asked us, like, is her hair changing colour or am I just tripping balls? And then I think Laird said, no, that's definitely brown.
Everyone else just joined
And then everyone just joined in, like,
I didn't even watch the video. I just understood what was going on.
yeah,
and I'm
no,
like,
no.
right,
And Matt's
okay.
like, wait, are you being serious? And then, like, he put a laughing emoji,
Aye.
and I was like, aye, it's definitely a wee kind of shade of brown. And then everyone, and Jack's like, aye, I definitely see that's brown. And then, like, I kept going, and he sent like an actual screenshot of like green hair. And I was like, that's light brown. Just kept going. And then he sent a purple one, that's dark brown. Just kept going. Oh,
I just mind though, speaking of hair,
Mhm.
we'll probably wrap this up soon.
Right,
Where are we at?
140.
140.
40 already.
But I was talking about Valkenburg, but I
Yes.
think so. There was this wee town, and we went to like theme parks and stuff like you did on those sort of things. But I just mind we were in the actual town itself, and it was the first night, and the hotel we were staying at was really fucking weird. Like it was like I don't know, the Heineken hotel or something, but it wasn't sponsored by the beer. Just called that.
Just
But
Heineken.
But they like only served Chinese food because I think the owner's husband was Chinese. So the first night we just got like a fucking spring roll and then a burger or something like that.
That's fair. Those.
Like you
Not
always
bad.
just get really weird hotel food out,
Yeah.
like out of these trips. They genuinely looked for the cheapest place in
Yeah.
the towns. But no, I just we were like allowed to cut about the town for like an hour or something.
Aye.
I think it was Finn Miller, shout out, and I think because of his hair color, they were like or whatever, but they were like he had this but like purely auburn hair.
Yeah, yeah.
Aye.
He specified it was auburn, not ginger.
Jeez, oh man.
But no, I just mean that the locals pure coming up to him and like, oh, where are you from? Where you from, man? Oh, and we're like, Scotland. Like, oh, Highlander.
Highlander. I know that's
One
one.
reference.
The fucking, not even like Braveheart, just fucking Highlander.
That's I mean I get a pure.
They were genuinely
in.
intimidating though, because we were only wee guys. It was first year, and they were pure like cutting about in these wee scooters, like you know the ones that you'd smack off your ankle and it would hurt like a bitch.
Aye, yeah.
They were like wee razor scooters. They were
Aye.
just like fucking
The lighter
cutting
one.
about.
ones.
Brutal, man.
But I just remember we were like, cutting about them, like 3 or 4 of us or whatever. And but the one thing we did have was like you go in like I don't know to like fucking Mallorca or something or Benidorm, and you go to one of these wee shops and it's like a trick sort of lighter or something, and like you press it and it's like it shocks you.
Shock guy. Jeez, oh
Aye.
man.
I can't remember. I think it was like a torch or something, right? But he'd bought one of these, and they were just getting a bit kind of like close. It was a bit kind of uncomfortable. It was like, are we gonna get jumped by these guys or like what's happening here? You just didn't know. I just remember Finn was just like walking along this wall, and one of them came a bit close and like said something, or maybe like reached out to like touch him or something.
Yeah.
And he just fucking took this torch and pressed it against his neck where the button
Oh,
was,
my
and the guy
days.
just hit the floor.
Oh,
And we just ran back to the hotel.
mate, they were.
Dude, what a fright.
What
They
the
not-
fuck, man?
Genuinely about 13. The guy probably didn't even do anything.
You used to get the fake chewing gum. We used to go to Turkey a lot. and
Aye,
they used to
fake
have
and you
the,
like pick it out.
so you get the two. You get the green ones. You know, I mean the mint ones, and you'd literally pull it, and it
You
actually
pull it out, and there was like a mouse trap on
Oh,
there.
that
so
was-
it
That's
just
like
like
to your thumb.
that was one of them, but the shock one was the worst because that would literally vibrate your whole tendon, mate. It actually was sore next day. That was how like powerful it was. And they also had like all the lighters, man. They were like guns and that, and they'd be like random like footballs and all that. Pure mental.
I remember my cousin brought the first time I experienced one of these. My cousin was on holiday and brought one back, and like it was like, oh, try this. It was like a set of like fake car keys.
Yeah.
And you, like car keys, you press the button, it flips up. It was like that, so I pressed the button, and then like my whole hand, it was just like pins and needles. I was like, what the fuck?
Aye.
It's just sitting like that. I
know.
don't know what your car keys work.
we and I was we should definitely get a holiday booked eventually. We can
I don't know why we've
Twitch
not
Con
yet.
Amsterdam.
Taking
Wait,
so
when
long
is
for this
when
to
is that
happen.
again?
They're at the
July?
tickets go.
July.
Aye, man,
The
that's
tickets go live in the end of April.
How
It's
much
on their
for the
Really?
tickets?
2 months.
like 80 quid a ticket.
Mate, see the I was
For the weekend, or?
see the flight
I
ticket.
can't remember.
The flight cost is like literally none, man.
That's
I'm paying like
not-
I'm paying like less than £50 or something.
It's because it's like, see any town that stag does go to, it's because the flights are cheap. So Amsterdam or like fucking Zagreb in Croatia.
It's really
I
just
think is one.
your hotel and that you're really worrying about.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. We should probably like figure that out.
I think
Like,
yeah.
I've
See if
said
it
this
wa-
for years.
I'll do
I
it.
said this literally the day that it got announced the date. So I said
Yeah.
I said to him, I was like, we should book a fucking hotel.
Aye.
Yeah.
'Cause
How
it-
mu-
you can just
have you-
cancel it with no charge.
Have you bought your actual TwitchCon tickets? Things?
No, 'cause
That's
they're
what
not
I'm
out
saying,
yet.
They go up like the end of April.
They announced the dates, but
Oh,
they didn't
right.
announce
Mate,
the
I'll
tickets.
definitely go by the way. I'm happy to
Oh,
go with
I'd
that.
go.
Yeah.
Because it's like I don't know, it's quite a wee fun thing to do, isn't it? Like plus Amsterdam's class and all. So
I think it is
So I-
Friday till Sunday. I think.
what about?
Yeah,
for sure.
Imagine just getting to TwitchCon, man. You're just full of it, man, and you're meeting all these people you've seen on screen. You're like,
I've already
"Whoa."
booked a holiday off from work just in the off chance that we actually did go. But yeah,
Yeah.
if we are going, then
Mhm.
that's
I
fine.
know. I'm going to just.
I will try
For,
and
like,
try and get
5 days.
tickets anyway.
Aye,
You'll be able to get tickets.
It'll be
on the
easy.
Friday.
Well, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
We
but
should try and get it booked, but and try and get
A
like
bunch of,
everyone
just a bunch of sweaty streamers like me.
the hotel. Easy. Well, I've not. I went for a different hotel this time. We're going like in next month.
Yeah.
I used to go for Easy Hotel.
Easy Hotel is like it's either hit or miss. You either
Mate,
get a room with a
no.
lock on it, or you don't.
Mate, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The room's probably the size of this table, mate. Your sinks there. Your
It's
bed's
literally
there.
it's a bed. You open the door and there's a bed.
Is
It's
that
like
like orange? Like
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
hotel?
it's EasyJet.
Mate, they're rating. I don't. Hang on, we weren't really caring about the whole. Like, it's
Yeah,
like it's like
see,
2.5
see for
stars.
us, you don't
mate.
care. You don't care
mad.
if it's
You're
got a
not
bed
going to-
and the doors
You're not going
shuts.
to you're not
cool.
going to Amsterdam to like, live in a nice luxury hotel, mate. Right, you're going for a shiter. Like, you know what I mean? You're not like. But the thing is, but like, I remember looking at the things and I was like, people's reviews, and I was like, oh, it's fucking. They're talking about them.
I'm sure the Sidemen done a video of that and they went and.
I bet it was like.
Oh yeah, no. See there, like $1 versus or no, $100 versus $10,000
That's it.
first holiday, and like one of them go to up your mansion, the other book like an easy hotel.
Wait, was that another one?
Harry,
Wait,
and
And there's
Harry,
literally they get given keys to a room that somebody that is already staying in.
mate.
Like they open the door and there's just like bags
Aye,
on
it
this.
just looks so.
It's just like wait, what the
mate, no.
fuck?
I remember because that's the video where Harry's like, I'm not fucking doing this.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
rich. I can go over
Yeah,
there to the.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, I can go to the what's it, mad Hilton. He's like, I'm going to
Aye.
Hilton over there.
Yeah.
Fuck this. There and then because I think they're sitting up, they're probably like, oh, look at our fucking nice hotel, 10 grand and that,
cool.
and they're sitting in this pure shitey EasyJet or Easy Hotel.
And like Connect 4 or something like that.
Aye, it's like fucking 1.5 stars, man. But the rooms are tiny, but them ones, like, but it's right next to the.
I feel claustrophobic in there, man. I don't know.
No.
But speaking of going somewhere, I think it's time for us to go
Yes, right.
Probably will be.
because we've
need to
been
clear all
recording for a
this up.
while.
Aye.
But
Aye.
thank you all for joining us for episode 1. If you've made it this far, leave a comment.
Episode 1 of Mad with it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Leave
on
Mad
suggestions
Podcast.
for things we can talk about.
Leave a
in the
like,
next
subscribe,
Aye,
Like,
leave,
yeah,
leave a like.
comment if you're mentioned in the
Share to
stories.
your grandma, share
Yeah.
to your uncle.
No,
share to your-
genuinely, leave a comment if you want us to discuss anything. Leave a
Yeah.
comment to give us some feedback.
Leave us a comment because the YouTube algorithm enjoys the comment coming in.
And we enjoy the comments.
We
'Cause
do
it no-
enjoy
we
the
we know
comment.
that people are watching then.
Yeah.
Rude.
So,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
it could just be Laird spamming fucking F5 on the tab just to
Aye,
get the
just
view
fucking
count up. Who
refresh.
knows?
Refresh it to 500.
You know the tactics, you know what I
There we
mean?
go.
The
Right.
script.
I don't
Anyway.
think that actually works anymore. I don't actually think.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think it's.
But we'll
you need to log out first.
Yeah,
we'll see you next week for some brand new content and hopefully for many more weeks to come.
Yes.
Yep. We're just glad to be back up and running a brand new podcast.
Bye now.
See you later.